Hey Petite, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. I hope you're doing well. And hello to everybody else. Hope you're all doing well. It's Tuesday. I've been out of it for a bit. I did stream on Sunday, but I'm back. I'm back for real. I'm honestly like a little... Hey Petite, how are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. A little discombobulated. I haven't done this in a couple days, so it's gonna take me a second to get back into the groove, but really excited to be back at it. Excited to be finishing Donkey Kong. I had a lot of fun with this last week, or 2 weeks ago now, and I was really looking forward to finishing it up, but welcome in, welcome in. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I mean, shoot, there's not too much to say that hasn't been said Sunday. I had a big move. I had a big event in my life, like, you know, a couple months ago. Things were rocky, things aren't great, but I mean, I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't gonna keep moving and all of that, right? It's hard for me to not smile, I guess, but I've gotten close in the past couple months, so it's what it is, you know? Everything ebbs and flows, but I'm really happy to be back at it officially. I'm all packed in, I'm in my new place, everything's great. And I hope you're all doing well. Happy Tuesday. Donkey Kong 94. I don't really think much else needs to be said at this point. Let's just get right into it. I genuinely can't think of anything else to say at this point. Let's just play some Donkey Kong. Glad you returned. I did miss the Phoebe streams. Well, that makes me really happy. I did miss seeing you foist first in every stream, Petite. Sorry. Sorry. I missed seeing you, Petite. I'm glad to be back, and thank you very much for that. It definitely does wonders for my self-esteem to hear that people missed me. It makes me very happy, so thank you. Although, I guess I technically wasn't gone, but you know, it's what it is. I appreciate you a lot, Petite. Thank you very much. Alright, so we gotta kick the crap out of Donkey Kong. First and foremost, I should probably turn that infernal racket off. God dang, could you imagine like a whole game just full of beeps and boops like that? Okay, so, let me just double check that everything's set up correctly. Monitor only, mute output. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that the audio wasn't running twice, but I fixed this a long time ago, so it should be good. Back into Donkey Kong 94, not too much to say. We got really close to the end. I wouldn't expect this to be all of tonight's stream, unless the last areas are, like, really hard. I kind of doubt they're gonna be really hard, but, like, I don't know. So, expect World of Horror. I thought the best way to return to form would be to return to one of my most streamed games that I love to play, so... if we can wrap this up before stream ends, then we're gonna do a little World of Horror. Is that a little ding in your left ear? Oh god, now it's in the center now. Now it's on the left side. You know, it's really cool. I actually did not know that the Game Boy had stereo sound, unless this is like an upgrade of, like maybe this is a part of the Super Nintendo. Oh my god, I forgot. There's a lot of levels here. Like this is gonna be rough, but we can do this. If I remember correctly, my favorite levels were the ones that weren't too particularly long, so let's see if we can get lucky here. Can I stand on that? No. Okay. Okay. I understand now. I had to relearn it all for a second. God, this game is really cool, by the way. I don't know if I gushed enough last time I played it, but, I don't know, like, it's just really good. It's super fun to play, the controls are very responsive. Like, I would have not thought that this was a Game Boy game, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a really good Game Boy game, and, I feel like a lot of times when I come back to play these older games, I find myself, and god damn it. God damn it, Mario. Hey, how about you land on your feet, jerk? I've seen you jump off a bomb battlefield and take no damage. God dang it, Mario. Anyways, I feel like I am constantly humbled by older games. This isn't the first case where I've played something from the past and thought, dang, I could have survived. You ever think about that? Like, I guess particularly, like, existing before, like, video games. I'm not gonna say, like, all of it, like, existing before, like, TV and in social media and all that, but like specifically video games, I feel like are just such a like ingratiated part of everybody's life. I don't know if ingratiated's the correct term here, but like everybody plays video games to some capacity, right? It's just like something that exists, and as far as I've been existing, well, I mean, technically I've been around since the first Earth Day, but like, as far as I've been paying attention, ingrained? Yeah. Ingrained, I think, might have been the word I meant. But, you know, as long as I've been here, at least, I just can't not think of life without playing them. I mean, geez, the earliest memory I have, just like, of, I don't know, existing as a being, was being like 2 years old on a train ride to Chicago. Oh, you can kill the fish with that key. That's good to know. I don't even remember like anything of the trip. I know this must have been 99 or maybe the year 2000 at the earliest. Because I was a wee little Tanuki. But my earliest memory even is just my dad had an old Game Boy. I still have it, actually. It's sitting right over there. Although I need to get the screen fixed. One of the LCDs broke, or... I don't think it is an LCD. I don't know what the old Game Boy is, but the screen's busted, and there's a really nasty, I guess, artifact on it. It looks like ink is blotting into it, which also happened to my Pokemon Emerald cart. But that was a much easier fix that I was just able to unscrew the cart and kind of dab out that excess oil. I don't know where the oil came from or if it really was oil. All I know is it had the consistency and the color and the texture of oil, so I just assumed that there was like a leakage somewhere on the Emerald cart, and the game still works, so I didn't think too hard about it. Yeah, that felt good. It's the liquid crystal. It's the liquid it could be. I mean, I don't know. I thought LCDs were like, you know, a little bit after the 90s, 80s even. God, when did the Game Boy come out? Just put a ladder there because I can. But I believe you. Liquid crystal display, LCD. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying, I guess I never thought that the, again, being kind of impressed by games, I wouldn't have thought that an old Game Boy used an LCD, but I believe it. Need to get it fixed, though. Need to get it fixed ASAP. But yeah, no, that Game Boy, on a train ride to Chicago, Kid Icarus of Myths and Monsters, is the only Game Boy game I think I played. It was cool. I don't remember beating it. I actually, to this day, don't think I've beat of Myth and Monsters. I think I've consistently, every time I've tried it, only made it past, like, the first boss, and then maybe gotten, like, a little bored, I guess, to be fair, but it's a cool game. Oh, and the original Tetris, but I don't remember that on the train ride, but that was, like, it was those two games and, like, Pac-Man for Game Boy, which was a very interesting game. I don't know. Just, you wouldn't expect Pac-Man, I guess, like that. Oh, hey, Ruby! They throw love at you, leave, gotta finish up work, good stream. Oh. Thank you very much, Ruby. I hope work's going well. I hope the food is delicious and the customers love every single thing that you're serving. Thank you. Thank you for the sub. I really appreciate that. 4 months now, Ruby. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. You have a wonderful rest of your shift, okay? And, thank you. I appreciate you. Ruby's as cool as it gets, huh? Just gotta say. LCD as a tech is real old. Like, it used to be monochrome and chunky pixels. Just these later decades that it got improved to TV quality. Okay. And that's where the confusion comes in for me, I suppose. That makes sense. Because when I hear LCD, I think, ooh, crystal, liquid TVs. And I remember growing up with my old CCTV. Hell, I know people that still have CCTV. What the fuck do you call them? The cathode TV. What the fuck are those called again? It's not CCTV, that's surveillance. CRT, thank you. CRT, which is one letter away from what I need. But that's beyond the point. Yeah, CRTs. I remember growing up with the CRT, and then, like, liquid crystal displays were big. Cathode ray tube. Yeah, and those fucking cathode ray tubes sure were loud, huh? I distinctly remember just, like, all of it, you know, the noise, like, in my ear, and I think I have sensitive ears. I don't know if I've told this story. I don't know if this is a thing that can happen to some people, kind of like super tasters, but, same, I had a big black TV box for playing NCs. That's what's up. I had a CRT up until my PS4, I think. Because I didn't know any better. Actually, I'm not gonna call myself dumb, but growing up, I never really just, like, asked a lot of questions that I felt like were integral, and my family was kind of out there. And my dad was, like, technology was anathema to him. So, like, I think I've told the story about how even after I came back from college, it didn't occur to me that our modem we were using was from 2006 when we got the house we were living in. Which meant that, like, it, at max, had a 2006 limit of, like, 600 megabytes, download? Or bandwidth or whatever the fuck. And they still had that in 2017, 2018 when I came home. I just didn't know things, I didn't think about them, and I feel like that still affects me to this day because, like, it was a backwards-ass house I lived in. It was a backwards-ass house I lived in. But yeah, I never questioned, like, you know, oh, we have a CRT. And not to brag, but, like, we weren't, like, not well off. Like, my parents both worked pretty decent jobs, made decent, like, wages and all that. They were able to afford me and 3 other ungrateful children, so it's what it is. But, like, just thinking back on it, like, there were so many things we just kind of did, I don't know, wrong? I don't know how else to describe it. As when it came to technology especially, like, I'm pretty sure all of our computers ran on Windows Vista, even into 2010. No offense, Petita, I know your name is Vista, Discord, and I wouldn't want to offend you in that way. No, but seriously, like, our operating system was Vista up until, fucking... Am I dead? Mario, wake up! Our machines ran on Vista, our fucking, modem was from 2006. Just didn't know things, like, didn't understand things, and I feel like, and I'm not trying to pass blame here, but, like, that's kind of what parents are supposed to do. Well, I've gotten the old OS jokes playing, don't worry. I know. Well, see, that's my thing, Petite. When it comes to, like, me in humor and comedy, the last thing I want to do is repeat a joke, even if it's one I haven't told. That might sound really goofy, but, like, hear me out. There's nothing less funny than repeating the same thing over and over, and I'm gonna die on this hill. I really don't care for that crazy I was crazy once thing, because it's just like, oh, haha, that's funny. And I think this is different than memorizing Why Not Hire Freddy Fazbear. I just want to throw that out there. Regardless, though, God, that was a rant for a second there. Yeah, I don't know, just a weird house. I didn't really know things. I remember for the longest time, I had a CRT, and I think one of the cathode rays busted, because, like, the top half of my TV making, like, an arc over the screen was rainbow colors. And it was really weird, and I remember for, like, a year and a half of my life, this was before I finally got that the little plasma TV, I don't know what you'd call it. I actually still have it, I'm using it as my second monitor right now. My first ever non-CRT is still with me. I just, like, I distinctly remember playing through all of 13.2 and its DLCs, and half of the screen was just the wrong colors. It certainly was something. This level's kind of fucking hard, by the way. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, I know we're in the last area. God damn it. And of course, that little freak has been freed. Yo, he's trapped. Okay, this works. This works. He's too fast to untrap himself because he's a dingus. Okay, we got this. We just have to make the jumps back. And up. And up. And up. You know, Anton would have just smashed through the stage. I just want to say, like... Anton would have, like, everybody would have been dead by now, that's all I'm saying. And level done. Always had, like, stuff, though, I guess, you know what I mean? Like I said, it was just, like, you know, for everything that, like, we did have and how things did work, there was always just, like, I feel like a caveat to it, or just, like, a lack of understanding. And then Saul Goodman fucking shows up, and let me tell you, once this fucking dude shows up, hey, Mint, how have you been doing, man? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Hello, hello. Trying to figure out what camera angles work. You know what sucks about having a model like this is that I'll look over and I'm like, oh yeah, I look great. But I don't know what I look like when I'm not looking at it. You know, it's the mirror effect, basically. Welcome in though, man. You ready to watch me swim all the way up this? Because I'm cool. I don't think the devs intended for me to do that this way, but like, you know. I don't care. Have you thought about that, devs? I'm gonna get up there. Oh, I'm gonna get up there. All right. Don't worry, everybody. We're still on this. Okay. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, I think I see what the devs wanted me to do, actually. Shit. So that opens the gate. I see what I was supposed to do. Silly Phoebe. Oh, I probably need the key to get that, huh? If this was like old game, then the console absolutely did not allow you to do this. It's a Game Boy game, so possibly. I mean, I really feel like it was not prepared for me to do that many inputs in a row. Do you see that? Like, that doesn't... I don't know, I just get this vibe. Oh, that's tough. Okay, I see what they want me to do there. And then I write it down. Yeah, I see what they want me to do here. I got this. Donkey Kong looks like he is beefing hard. I don't know what his problem is. He is the one that came in and just, like, abducted a lady. No relation to King Kong, of course. Miyamoto only has original ideas. I don't even know if he made Donkey Kong, actually. That might just be a shitty blow for me to take. I just don't like the guy. Alright, we got this. He came out and he said, ah, yes, my favorite movie, Donkey Kong. And they said, you mean King Kong? And he said, what, excuse me? God dang this level. How did I, like, flawlessly get through it the first attempt, and now it's just not happening? Alright. How are you doing, by the way, Mint? What have you been up to? Also, Petite, I've been meaning to ask you, I'm doing my best to keep up with your posts on Pink server. Have you gotten to Cynthia yet, or were you just talking about, like, concerns with fighting her? Because, like, I feel like, you know, her Spirit Tomb might be a little scary, but, you know, I feel like the old adage of just hit them really hard might apply, hopefully, in your case. I don't know, Spirit Tomb can be a pain in the butt. No, Donkey Kong was meant to be a Popeye game. Oh, yeah, that's right! You're absolutely right. I've been refining my work as an alchemist. Oh. What do you mean by that? I'm sorry, Mint. I might not be aware of your alchemy skills. Have you learned how to transmute lead into gold? Because goddamn, I could really use some fucking money right now if you got any, dude. I don't want to get there and just wipe, you know? Oh, right, because it's a lock. It's not just like a normal run. That's fair. That's good on you for, like, actually thinking about it. Imagine, like, playing Pokemon X and saying, like, you're gonna do a Nuzlocke, and then forgetting, like, the optics of having to play Pokemon, not casually. Couldn't be me. I would never. I'm sure you got this. Bought Potion Crab with the Spring Sand. Oh my god, that game has consumed my life like a mushroom. I'm curious to find out how a mushroom has consumed your life, but fair enough. I don't know, I think maybe one day I'll try again, and maybe I'll actually commit to a Nuzlocke, or what have you. The thing is, I really do like Pokemon. It actually kind of hurt me, because I think, in Ruby's channel, I posted a picture of my Scrafty, and she's like, oh yeah, you kind of play Pokemon, right? I was like, kind of play Pokemon. I fucking love Pokemon. So, you know, it's what it is. Ah, god damn it, I lost the key getting that item. You know those mushrooms that grow on bugs? Oh, what is that? Cordyceps? I swear it's Cordyceps, because that World of Horror, mystery is like the same mushroom, except it's not supposed to do that to people. I hate that bird. Not gonna lie, I hate that bird. Yeah, that's like the whole point of the World of Horror mission with the fuck is his name? Mr. Fella. Hopefully we get that one tonight. I still haven't shown what happens if you bring a flamethrower to that fight, but like getting the flamethrower for that fight I think requires another investigation and that you're in timeline B. And what I kind of like, I get it, and I like this about World of Horror. I think World of Horror should do this more, but it only does this really with like 2 investigations. Is I actually really enjoy, as do we all hate that bird, this fucking bird that I hate. Hey Cleast, how are you doing? Welcome in, Cleast. I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Speaking of, still working my way through Gravity Circuit. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm not letting myself move on to like another level until I beat like whatever, or until I complete whatever one I'm on. Art chips are a lot harder for me to find than the upgrades, believe it or not. But I'm loving Gravity Circuit. Now that I've rebound my controls and played it more and unlocked some skins and all that, it's really good. I might want to stream it, but I think it's good that I'm doing this playthrough. My only regret is that I chose hard mode because I'm the queen of video games, but it might be a little harder than I thought. Human body's like naturally resistant to mushroom spore and stuff, so it's very hard for mushrooms to grow in a living human body. Unless you live in a world of horror. So, what's the mission here? Oh! I was just like, oh yeah. She hardcore AF. I mean, I feel like recently, especially since I've started streaming, I've been pushing myself to play games in harder difficulties. You got Kaizoed. I did. Donkey Kong just said, fuck you. I've been pushing myself, I feel like, to play games on harder difficulties. So when I saw that Gravity Circuit had a hard mode, I thought, why not? And I'll be real with you. They might as well have just called the Gravity Circuit hard mode OG Mega Man mode, because I swear to God, that is one thing I really like about Gravity Circuit. It genuinely, like, the difficulty that I'm facing at the moment gives me Mega Man NES vibes in, like, the best way possible. I could have jumped that. I will say, Cleese, I'm trying hard not to have too many complaints about the game. This is me walking right into a complaint. More like Pocket Circuit. Man, you should play Gravity Circuit. It fucking rocks. I don't like that boss battles get their little, I can't take damage shield after you hit them enough. I don't know if that's a hard mode thing. Like, you can tell me if that's not in normal mode, and I will switch my difficulty immediately, because I think it's bullshit. But I really don't like that the boss battles have the you can't... I basically, I think of it as the you're doing too good, check. Like, the game is basically saying, whoa, slow down there. How dare you know how to play the game very well? Like, the second I got Clone Army, and then I got, what's his name? Cable's Colors. Cable's Colors with Clone Army just does so much. I just shred. Kind of like a shift that they're going into second gear. Well, no, there is, like, the phase shift once you do half of their health, but, and this might be a hard mode thing, it sounds like. After you do about, like, 4 or 5 chips of damage to them, they flash and become invincible, and they do a different noise when you hit them that makes it sound like they're just deflecting all damage. So, like, you do about 4 pieces of damage, and then they become invincible, and then I just have to sit there on my ass and wait for them to do an attack. Unless we are talking about the same thing. I know they do have the phase shifts at half health, though. And I like those. Those are so cool. God, what was it? Hackerman. Hackerman's phase shift mechanic is so cool. Much more enjoyable than Cable's, for sure. I do like that the bosses have their own thing, like Mega Man, where you have weakness and they're totally useless against it. Yeah! I do like that, too. I was wondering if they had weaknesses like that. But the game seems a little more complex than just like a system like that, I suppose. I really do like it. I just wish that, like, you know, the second I figured out that Shadow Clone with that thing does like a zillion damage per second. Oh, and I have the ability that makes it so that I can tap faster to hit faster. So I'm hitting faster, twice the damage because there's a clone, and then extra damage from the spark shocks that shoot out. I'm not saying I want to shred through the bosses, but it would feel a lot cooler if I could. And I'm excited to see the rest of them. I will say, some of the designs that I haven't gotten to have piqued my interest. But I'm solving each problem on the map as if, like, there was a priority to the situations. So, like, the hijackers are on the bottom of the list. I'll deal with them last. But I started with the power plant because that seemed important. Then I dealt with the hackers. And then the next map I'm going to take on is the coal mine. Because I feel like a collapsing coal mine probably isn't the best for the city. It was between that and the reactor melting down, but I figured the reactor would probably take a while to melt down. I can get to that later. The one Mega Man I did complete was a DS1, and that character that every furry likes called quite literally Omega. I have not played any Mega Man outside of the NES games, but if you have played newer Mega Man, then you will like Gravity Circuit, because I know Gravity Circuit takes a lot of its cues from newer Mega Man, while still maintaining a pretty decent aesthetic and likeness to the OG Mega Man in some aspects. Having played older Mega Man, Cleese, you don't have to say anything, but I'm really excited to see the caped individual take their cape off and have some kind of bass and or Proto Man-esque role. I only know bass because he was in the well, I know a decent amount of Mega Man just from like Osmosis, but also because of what's it called? He was in Mega Man 10 and 11, I think. They retroactively added him to those games. Us with capes are just Pikachu. They're fucking cool as hell. You're absolutely right. You're goddamn right, Cleese. How am I expected to do this one? Hold on. Oh, tricky devs. But the hammer ran out. Okay, so this is all timed. Let's do this. Ah, damn it. Okay. Fuck. Okay, let's just grab the other one. We grab that, and then we throw it, and then we grab it. Okay, whatever. We'll get these first. That works. That works. John Halo and Metroid just roll with a cloak, and their aura is like plus 20. Dude, John Halo with the cloak, it goes really hard, unironically. It is a really powerful image. But John Halo and Metroid aren't robots, they're people, I think. Actually, Metroid, she's like a lot of things. People is like maybe a quarter of it. Game had like 3 rows and you had attacks that followed patterns. Oh, you're talking about Battle Network! Well, it does not play like Battle Network, but it is still a very fun platformer, and I'd like to think I'm a decent authority on platformers. No, you're talking about Battle Network. There was like a zillion Battle Networks, but I know what you're talking about. Ah, dude, fuck. God damn this level. This one's just like, hey, I hope you know how to do the hammer mechanic. Watch, the game's like prepping me for the final area. Alright, let's do this legit. No, I get what you're saying, man. You're cool, dude. It's cool. God! Jellyfish, racist bird, hippie bird, human, radioactive jello, everything Shiar and Fish and Dread. Kind of Digimon series with the characters were the Digimon. Yeah, so that is interesting. Mega Man kind of has a lot of different, like, eras and plot lines. Like, I'm not really sure where Mega Man Legends fits in, or, like, the character of Tronbon. I don't know if that's a separate world, like Battle Network is. I know OG Mega Man and X are the same world, but that's like years apart from each other, I'm pretty sure. Like, X is way after the original Mega Man takes place. And Cleese, you can correct me on any of this, by the way. I don't mind, because I don't know my Mega Man that well. I don't know my Mega Man, but it's interesting. And now they're trying this cool thing with Mega Man where they basically just don't make any Mega Man games, and I think that's really brave of Capcom. Got it pretty on? Well, hell yeah. Well, hell yeah. Yeah, no, I'm really, like, it's a bold move that they're doing with the... Oh, that's right, I forgot I'm a pro gamer. I literally just called myself the Queen of Games, and I'm not even living up to it. 1 second. I forgot about, like, Mario's sickest maneuver in this game. That's gonna save us some time. Mega Man, you mean brand awareness, man? I just think it's even funnier, too, when you consider that, like... I'm pretty sure Capcom would sooner make, like, a bad box art Mega Man game at this point than, like, a proper Mega Man game. Like, I'm legit, the odds of us getting, like, bad box art Mega Man first as a game, I just feel like are more real in the current timeline. But I don't know. I feel like they've also been kicking out of the park ever since they kind of not rebranded, but like rebooted Resident Evil with 7. And I'm still going to say it, Ace Attorney, all of it's on Steam. So now we just wait for the next game because they literally can't release anything else. Easy peasy for a gamer like me. Kind of killed themselves dropping like 5 different ones in a year in the mid-2000s. Yeah, that's crazy. There's a lot of Mega Man. Star Force, yes, the one. I definitely didn't look it up. Oh, Star Force, fair enough. No, there's a lot of Mega Man. But I was a kid at the time, and I wasn't really into Mega Man, so I didn't play a lot of it. But like, there's like an alternate timeline where instead of getting into like Wario and Pikmin and those kinds of games, I was just playing like every Mega Man. I got close, like I had the little Mega Man pet thing that you put the chips in, but it was like a birthday present and no one I knew in my entire life had one that I could battle with. Those toys are interesting, stuff like that, because those are definitely things designed for kids, but like work way better for like grown-ups that go to conventions and stuff, if I could be honest. I like Mega Man. The main character, very cute friend group. One of the bad guys had a very sad backstory. Are you through? I'm not sure. You're probably talking about that game, so I wouldn't know too much about it, but that does sound interesting. This game thinks I want to use the trombompoline. I'd rather Mario die, actually. Oh, I'm trying to do this fucking jump. Wild light appeared! Oh shit! Quick, everybody! Get your Pokemon out. Hey, Light, how you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic Tuesday as well. Welcome in, welcome in. What you been up to, Light? Rogue? The Knuckles of Star Force? The Knuckles of Star Force. You're doing good? Well, that makes me very happy. I'm having a great day, personally. I'm really happy to be back streaming, just chatting with people. Today's been a wonderful day, and I'm really happy you decided to join us and hang out. Been up to IDK? Well, hey, that's fair. I mean, you know, life doesn't have to be interesting all the time. Sometimes nothing is good. But I hope you've been doing well, taking care of yourself. So that opens that. If you're curious, this is Mario. It's a video game made by an Italian in 1975, I think. He, kind of like how the Russians made Tetris, he wanted to prove, like, the significance of Italy. So he made a game starring his father, Mario. And, well, you know, the rest they say is history. Unfortunately, his dad also actually got flattened to death. It wasn't by a stone, it was in, like, a sexual way, but he did die. Like, it was fucked up. I'm feeling energized. I was, like, really nervous about streaming for some reason. My brain was telling me, you're too tired for this, you're not ready, blah, blah, blah. But no, this is a good night. Look at that fucking scorpion. I hate that scorpion. If I see that scorpion come around here one more time, oh, there's gonna be hands thrown. I just want to make that clear. Actually, I just realized you said I've been up to IDK, which almost just makes it seem like you have no idea what you've been doing for the past couple weeks or days. Or to greet me with the fact about someone dying. Well, you only have to take it negatively if you want to. It's, at the end of the day, a joke, but fair enough. I mean, I greet everybody in weird ways. Thinking about Gemini Spark, because I haven't played Star Force 2 or 3. I have no idea what the hell you're talking. Is this Mega Man? Are we still talking about Mega Man? Are we talking about Megan Man? It's your charm. Aw. God, everyone's complimenting me today. And you know what? For once, I'm, like, willing to accept it. I appreciate that, Light. I try. But, like, yeah, for real. Who's Megan, man? This one's really funny if you think about it. I don't think I'm gonna stop this one. Star Force does a thing where the antagonists are based on constellations. Oh, that's sick! You have to BRB? Well, that's okay. You know, you don't have to announce it, but I appreciate it. I'm all fine with people coming and going as they please. There's a terminal montage joke about that somewhere. I'm thinking about... Oh, Gemini Spark. Oh, is this like... Okay, wait, Cleast. And Mint, maybe. Are they all, like, Constellation Spark in this game that you're talking about, Mint? Because legit, you know, speaking of how fucking awesome I genuinely do think Gravity Circuit's cool as hell, and if Capcom's not going to make Mega Man, might as well be these people. Is this why in Gravity Circuit they all have Circuit for like a last name practically? Like their main character's Gravity Circuit, and then there's like Spark Circuit and all of that. Is this why? Does it all go back to Mega Man? Ah, damn it, Scorpion. You got such hits as Gravity Circuit, Electricity Circuit, Circuit City. Yeah, in the place of man, I guess. Oh, wait, that's right. Mega Man's been doing that since the first fucking game. Well, you got me there, Kleist. I'm back. Shoot, that was fast. Welcome back. Would you go grab some food or something? Hopefully, a snack or something to sit down with? God, I could use anything that isn't coffee or water, but, like, I'm waiting until my paycheck so I can go to the grocery store. I feel like I want to start buying soda again, but that's probably not good for me because I will go through 3 to 4 cans in a day. Like, minimum. So I know it's bad, but I'm really tired of coffee and water. Someone called me, I called them back, but they didn't answer. Aw. Well, what the heck's their problem? God damn it. I need to pay it a little bit more attention than I am. Well, it took them till Mega Man, what, 9 to give us Whoa, Whoa Man. Took me a second. Splash Whoa Man, yeah. Was that 9? Either 9 or 10, yeah. I mean, it's such a silly thing, too, because it's like, I don't know. Here's from the one Baja Blast Mountain Dew. Sheesh. You know, I feel that, but I still drink Baja Blast. I feel bleh. That's fair, that's fair. Oh, I just realized this isn't a K and a backwards K. That's supposed to be the shape of a spring. 124% sugar. I don't consume enough sugar in the first place right now, though, at the same time. I genuinely maintain a healthy enough lifestyle. I'm not working out, even though I should be. But, like, I eat my meats, I eat my veggies, I eat my fruits. I don't really eat, like, a lot of veggies, I just eat, dark greens, because those are good. And for those that didn't know, lettuce is actually not really healthy for you. It's not bad for you, but lettuce is like 99% water and like 1% hopes and dreams. What's the classic blend to get me when I marathon them? Well, that's fair. God damn, Kleist. Your passion for Mega Man is infectious. I genuinely, like, I've just been really feeling it. And I just really wanted to thank you for sending me Gravity Circuit. I wish I could, send more cool stuff to my friends like that. Maybe one day. Bowl of leftover chili, a singular burger, and an egg sandwich good for the day. It's better than me. I pan-fried some Checkers chicken nuggets on the stove, and earlier for lunch I had a cup ramen and some jalapeno cheese crackers. So you're doing about as good as me. Which is to say, we both probably should take better care of ourselves. But, I mean, hey, you're getting your protein. Checkers fries are delicious. So, I've never actually eaten at Checkers. When I went to Kroger, to get groceries kind of on a budget, they were doing a buy one, get one free on the Checkers chicken nuggets. I think it's because the boxes were open, but, like, the plastic bag that had the chicken nuggets wasn't open, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking buy one, get one free for $7. You can miss a lot of chicken nuggets. So I've been having a steady diet of chicken nuggets, green beans, spinach, and, I have some pasta, too, and I got some meatballs, but, yeah. I like to get most of my protein through beans when I can these days. Like, black beans are delicious to me, and my favorite way to get protein at the moment. Outside of a delicious burger. I'm glad to share. I like giving way more than receiving. Well, Kleist, one day you will make someone very happy with that information. However, sorry, couldn't help myself. Sorry, I can't stop thinking about Clay likes giving more than receiving. I appreciate that. If I do ever send you anything, please don't hesitate to accept it, though. You know, I try my best to try to figure out, like, people's gaming profiles, I guess. Does that sound weird? Like, you talk to a person enough, especially when your life revolves around video games like mine does. Most friends you make are also going to have the same kind of mentality. And I try to figure out, like, okay, what do they like? What kind of games are their favorite? Why do they like those? And, I mean, Cleese, you're goddamn one of the coolest people I know, so that's why I recommended Hi-Fi Rush at the very least. I have a feeling you're very much into fun games with solid controls and, lovable, affable, and cool main protagonists. Setup and Spike! Told us I was gonna buy Tabletop Sim next sale, and I fucking lied. It's been on my list for a hot minute. I recommend it. I'm trying to think of other games all the time, of course. Like, for every person, I try to tailor what I recommend. Because, like, I could recommend the games I like, and I'd love nothing more than to finally have somebody to talk about some of the niche games I like with, but I'm sure they'll show up one day, and I can nerd out as much as I want. But for the time being, it's cool to have friends with different tastes, because, it's opened up my portfolio. Maybe one day I'll even play a racing game. Not a kart racer. A racing game. Maybe spacing ADHD riddled by pay attention. It's okay. I'll be honest that, I think that describes a lot of cool friends I've made. You know? Everybody's, got something, but that's what makes them cool. Oh, you're good, Light. Also, thank you for telling me I'm the best. I do need that. Honestly, shower me with compliments, I guess, guys. It makes me feel really good. I appreciate it. But I'm still learning. I'm still figuring people out. It's not like I write this down. I don't write anything down. I think that's my biggest flaw. Have you seen me work on a game without a design document for almost a month now? I have a bad habit of not writing my stuff down, which sucks when you're creative like me. Because you'll think of cool stuff and you'll be like, oh, I'll put it down, and then it just ends up eating more space in your brain. Oh, there's little Diddly Dong Jr. This little fucker. He's gonna die. Roboblast might be in your wheelhouse. There's some mods that turn. I have Sonic Roboblast, and we should play it if you do too, Cleast. I specifically have the kart racer mod. I've joined online lobbies and just played as Kiryu. It's the best. We should actually. That's an easy game considering it's free and easy to set up. Maybe we should try to convince some people to play it. Aw, fairy games are probably card games. Oh, trust me, man, I know. Actually, speaking of Mint, have you heard that the Digimon TCG might be getting a mobile app since the Pokemon one was doing so well? Oh, shit! Welcome in, welcome in! Oh, God, a Roadrunner! Oh my God, there's so many mice! Oh, that's not good. Oh, well, you're all lucky. Calypso's sleeping in the shower right now. Welcome in, everybody from Nova's stream. Hello, hello! How are you all doing? I was watching, by the way, Nova, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Those Venus flytraps are bullshit. They're my least favorite thing in Horus. Otherwise, a perfect game, but goddamn. Yeah, I saw! That was really cool. I'm happy that they came in and chatted with you while you were playing it. Yo, Shadow the Hedgehog's here, too! I was there, Nova. Ow! No, actually, though, those Venus flytraps suck. But welcome in, everybody, from Nova's Raid. I hope you're all having a fantastic Tuesday. Yo! Thanks for giving Guy $1. That's hype as hell. Writing ideas down. Just let my ideas rot and ferment in the back of my brain so they fertilize the next crop of ideas ad infinitum. I wonder if that's what I do. Because it's like, I'll sit on ideas. Like, I sat on, hey, these are kind of cool eyeballs for a bit. And then I was like, oh shit, that might work for like a demon clown character. And now we got the sluzz. How have I been? Well, I'm doing great. How have you been, Zinnia? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been doing great. However, I haven't been doing too bad today in particular. And, you know, every day gets a little easier. And I'm not the kind of person to necessarily bemoan or whatever have you. You know, things are looking up every day. That's the best answer I can give. I hope you're doing well, though. I hope everything's good with you. Oh, my nose is really stuffy. Ear pets, aw. You know, honestly, I was watching Allie earlier doing her Omega Ruby Nuzlocke. It was like a little more complicated than just a Nuzlocke. It was a randomizer, I think. And I kind of wanted to add a head pet after watching her stream. I thought about it and I was like, you know, that seems really nice. I wouldn't mind letting people do that. But the problem is I don't know how much of that I'd have to coordinate with the artist. And for the time being, the artist is just busy with other stuff, so I can't really ask him to assist me with the model right now. But if it's something I could do on my own, I'd probably look into it, unironically. But I appreciate that, Zinnia. It's, I'm gonna get... Oh, wait, no, never mind, I destroyed that. I appreciate that. But the Digimon TCG... Holy shit! It's Toidle! Welcome in, Trippy. How are you doing tonight? You were playing, what was that, Dark Souls 3? Oh! Oh, God, I fucked that one up. Yo, B-Boy, how have you been, B? And Nerd. Oh, shit. God dang, that's 2 raids back to back. It's got a bot. I'm not even streaming. Welcome in, Trippy. It was Dark Souls 3, right? I stopped in for a second to watch you, but I don't want to watch too much. Tried to raid Nova in the last 6 days. Shut up to raid you. Well, that's because this is where it's at. You're all here to watch the Earth Day Queen of video games kick ass in an old game that nobody... Well, that's not true, actually. A lot of people care about this game. This game rocks, by the way. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, even if it's the basic version, fantastic. Just a little game to play. Hope I've been well. Oh, I just got finished actually explaining that it hasn't been the best lately. But just because it, you know, it hasn't been good doesn't mean that it's bad. And, you know, I'm taking each day at a time and all that. W icon, literally diva. Oh, god damn it. Y'all can't just be showering me like that. I appreciate it, though. I mean, the move itself wasn't hard. I moved recently. That's why I wasn't streaming last week. The move itself wasn't hard. It's more like why I had to move. And everything involving that, and just my life right now. It's complicated, but it's working out. And hey, I mean, with friends like you and Nova and everybody in the chat, how can I not be doing well, you know? I know some wonderful people. Not to ruin the mood, but well, never mind. Not to ruin the mood, but here's Tues breaking it down for you. Thanks, Petite. I won't lie, and maybe I will be more honest and open moving forward. That's why I started that video series, at least on YouTube, for my shorts. But you know, lately I've been wondering if maybe it's okay that I be a little more open, just like with myself and stuff, and talk through it. And I guess one thing I'm kind of not really looking forward to at the moment is just kind of like the sheer loneliness. IRL loneliness. I have plenty of friends online I could talk to, but I haven't, like, hung out with a friend, gone to get, like, dinner, seen a movie, gone anywhere in a couple years now, and I realized recently how much I'd love to go see the Minecraft movie with anybody. Evie, you deserve best because you're best, and everyone should do the best they can. Well, I appreciate that, Light. Can't cast it as well, I hate everything. That ain't a little silly. You feel it, Cleast? Yeah, like, I would kill to have somebody to go get, like, some breakfast in the morning with, or, I don't know, just hang out and play a game with. That's the only big struggle, I guess, I'm dealing with right now, is just kind of this loneliness. It's eating at me. I need someone or something. I almost said I need someone to do, so I stopped myself. I need someone to do now. Wait, man, you only got one life. Certain sell trees alright. Loneliness is a bitch, but there's always time. I mean, well, I appreciate that, Trippy. That's another thing I've been doing recently, is really taking the time to figure myself and explore myself. Probably be effective. I mean, it could be, but let's not get into that. I'm not a overtly sexual person on stream. Someone to what? Excuse me? Nothing. You know, crippling loneliness just hits, and you say the goofiest things. I tell you what, on stream. $20. Shit, at least 40. At least $40. That way I could get a cheap eighth and some Taco Bell. Alright, listen here, Trippy. If I'm gonna do it for money, at least $40. For the Crunchwrap Supreme. It's some cheap eighth. Fucking exchange rate, Phoebe. Make a Tinder Pro, make your bio looking for a friend to do the Minecraft movie with. Nerd, unironically, maybe I should try that. Nah, like, there's people at my job who are the same age as me, and they like talking to me, but I'm not good at talking to people in the first place. I said this countless times on stream. Talking into stream and all of you in chat is so different than, like, actually making a meaningful relation with someone IRL. Phoebe fans! Ooh. Earth Day Tanuki spirit looking for someone to watch Minecraft movie with. Could you imagine? You go onto Tinder and it's just like, oh, huh. The fuck does that mean? Is that a threat? Earth Day spirit. I'm really good at my job, by the way. I don't know if y'all noticed, but the Earth, great condition. I definitely haven't been wasting it playing games and eating food. Teleport Phoebe's house and watch the Minecraft. You should not teleport here. This place is 300 square feet. We'd probably all immediately get crushed and died, even though there's only like 16 or so people here right now. No one is surviving that TP. It's a nice little place, though. I will admit, it does feel like I have my own little shed, almost. This is something I saw a lot of in California. And it's something I've seen a bit here in Colorado, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's just picking up. But a lot of people have been just converting, like, sheds and stuff in backyards into apartments. So it's not, like, the biggest place, but it's, like, as new as you can get when it comes to furnishings and such. And, overall, it's not bad. I will survive me small. What about the day the Earth stood still? What happened then? Well, I actually froze in place. Fun fact, if the Earth's not moving, I'm not moving. That's what I always say. The fuck does that even mean? Game mode 1 flies at you, whatever the top speed in Minecraft is. Get some food, skis. I'll be lurking, though. Keep your smile shining. Well, I mean, I chose the name Phoebe for a reason. So I'll do just that. I'll keep shining bright for everybody. Or at least try to. Honestly, that reminds me of the lyrics to the... Have a fantastic lyric, though, Trippy. And thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. For those of you that aren't following Trippy, actually, I felt bad because I didn't do a shout-out for Nova, so I didn't want to do one for Trippy right after. But if you're not following Trippy, please go give Trippy a follow. Give Nova a follow, too, if you're not. TP at shine bright like a diamond. Actually, part 4 is my favorite part. I had a tangent I was about to start on. I completely forgot it. You followed Trippy? Well, that's what's up. Trippy is amazing, by the way. I genuinely just... I fucking vibe with the aesthetic of his stream. I love his outfits. That he'll like, the robes and shit. It's so cool. I swear to God, I feel like I've met a dude like Trippy when I worked in cannabis before. And some of the chillest people you could meet. Super cool, full of great energy. Cool guy, cool guy. Happy to know him. Alright, so I gotta ride the barrel? Is that all I have to do? I just gotta ride the rocks? Oh my god, AVGN warned me about this. He said watch for rolling rocks, and now I'm watching for rolling rocks. What the shit? AVGN moment. Holy moly! AVGN prepared me for this exact fight. Ain't no way I got that. What's up? What's up? What'd you get? What'd you get, Light? Also, that was the easiest fight in the entire game. What was that about? Got a really rare drop. What game are you playing? Supposed to rain thing. Fuck. I'm waiting for rainy season here. It's so goddamn dry. Actually, you know what's a cool positive about how small this 5 or 2% drop? And what? Did I miss something? What's she playing? You gotta let me know. Oh, Octopath. Yo, first or second one. I actually haven't gone to Octopath 2, but I fucking loved Octopath 1. I actually never beat the super boss because only 4 of my 8 characters were like actually leveled, because I only liked 4 of the characters. Well, no, that's not true. I liked most of the characters in Octopath 1. I really want to play 2 at some point, though. What drop? I didn't know Octopath had rare drops. I guess that's probably why I was not doing too hot against the super boss. Got a battle-tested blade from the old man in Boulder Town. Oh, shit! Is that, like, best in slot weapon? Octopath is on me to-do list after I find the fish bravely default. Boulder Fall. You should play Octopath, please. It's really cool. I heard the second game fixed a lot of what I'm about to say. But, like, the only issue I have with Octopath is that the stories don't intertwine. So, like, kind of awkwardly, you'll be doing one character's story, and then, like, other characters will be there, but it's, like, they're technically not there, but, like, they have to be there, or not. It's weird. Octopath 1 is a little bizarre, but it's still one of my favorite RPGs on the Switch. Best sword, really? That's what I hear from a lot of people, yeah. Apparently they fixed it with 2, though. If I'm small, do I swim faster? No, this sucks. I hate this. This sucks. I hate this. Her life is pain. 400 physical attack, 150 crit, and augment physical abilities. You know what? You're making me really want to pick up Octopath and play it again. I remember being a little upset because I didn't have money when Octopath came out, and I really wanted the collector's edition that gives you the game case is a little diorama. It's like the cutest fucking thing in the world, and I wanted it badly, and I couldn't get it at the time. And there was a fucking retro game store near me that constantly had the special edition on sale. And I wanted it so bad, and the time I had money, they had already sold it. I don't like this level. I don't like this level. Life is pain! I hate this level. Where the fuck did the key go? Yo, Diddly Dong, you took my key, you little shit. That's Diddly Dong Jr., my bad. Have you played Mindwave? I've yet to play the Mindwave demo, but it looks so up my alley, I just haven't gotten to it yet. But it's like trippy-ass WarioWare, right? With, interesting story behind it, I've heard. I need to play it. I do need to play it. You're not the first person to ask if I have yet. I need to just get to it. You know what Mindwave actually, from what I've seen, reminds me of? Does anybody remember there was a Flash game series? My honey need more physical attack. Okay, I don't remember names, Light, but I'm gonna say my favorite characters were the Scholar, the Thief, I think she was a dancer. I just remember her kind of being a slave, and that story was kind of fucked, but she gets her freedom. It's cool as fuck. She's the hunter girl. And then I was going to say Haunted, because I remember Haunted being the hunter girl. Those were my 4 favorites to use. I did like the merchant. Tressa, I believe was her name. I liked Tressa. And I thought the Night Dude's story was cool. I just, I like the other characters a little bit more. And then there's Cyrus, Therion, Primrose, and Hannet. Yeah, that was my team that I used for most of the post-game stuff and just, like, most of the game in general. Ulbrich is my most powerful. That makes sense. Ulbrich should be the most powerful. That dude kicks ass, but I just didn't use him too much. Warrior dude. Yeah, I remember Ulbrich. He's the one where you have to go take care of the bandits in town, right? And I think, like, his squire or somebody dies. It's kind of tragic. Yeah, the only character I just didn't really care for was Ophelia. Not that Ophelia wasn't, like, cool or anything. I'm just not really into clerics that much. Haunted, on the other hand, oof. Makes me think of Fang from 13. Yes, wind mechanics in a platform because the developers fucking hate their play. Listen, they had a whole area in this game, Mint, that was just the ice level. Like, you think this is bad? I want the 1-up. Alright, I want the 1-up game, and I'm gonna get the 1-up. Anyways, I think this is how they intend for you to do this. It might not be. Need healer or else I'll die. Even though my main team is level 68 plus. Just class somebody else. Didn't that game has a class system kind of like Final Fantasy V. I remember the unlockable classes and the bosses you had to fight for them being awesome. Still wasn't enough to beat that post-game super boss. I have no healer even when I don't need one. Oh, fair enough. Maybe you should correct that. I have every class. Okay, so yeah, you're already way ahead then. I fucking hate this level. The wind. The wind. You should just spec somebody to do a little bit of healing. Or, doesn't Tressa, like, inherently have... Oh, I want to say no, because there's no, like, inherent skills. There's just their base classes. About every level. Yeah, well, this is, like, one of the last areas in the game. I'm allowed to complain. I'm allowed to complain, man. I'm the queen of video games. I'm allowed to complain. You know what? You know what? I actually haven't gotten every... He fell out. You see that the wind pushed him over a little bit? Did you see that? The wind did a little silly. There's has self-heal recovery. So does every merchant. Right, okay, that's what it is. I'm thinking of, you know what it is? I'm thinking of the Final Fantasy kind of class, like Alchemist, where you take items and you use the items. Because to me, if you're a merchant, that's what the merchant class would be in my mind, is like, oh, you have benefits to items and stuff. There's not enough, like, inventory classes in games. Shout out to Boney from Mother 3 for existing exclusively just to use items. See, you're better than me, Abuse. Oh yeah, that's right, there's a built-in rewind feature in this. Please, you can't tell me about that. Alphen uses items? Which one's Alphen? The apothecary. Oh, that's right, there was an apothecary in the game! Right! That's the one I don't remember at all. Thank you, I knew there was one that I was just, like, completely blanking on. Sorry, Alphen. I even remembered Ophelia, but I couldn't remember Alphen. Aw, poor Alphen. Admittedly, the story I remember the most is Tressa's, mainly just because Tressa's was really cool, and I like that the evil person got their comeuppance at the show. I need to play Octopath. All you're making me think right now, Light, is goddamn Octopath Traveler was a good game. What happened with Triangle Strategy? 7,560 Ulbrich Ober. Like, what actually happened with Triangle Strategy? For those that don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know if it was the same exact studio that made Octopath, but in the same sprite style, Square was like, this is Triangle Strategy, it's our new offering. And the first demo was good. Blasphemous is on sale? That sounds blasphemous. And I liked the first demo of Triangle Strategy, because I like tactical RPGs. I love Fire Emblem. And Triangle was promising to be Fire Emblem, but like your choices matter, and they matter in 3 directions. And the first demo was cool. And then the second demo came out, and I don't think I've heard more boring music in a video game in my life. Like, for the life of me, cannot think about a single other time that, like, a video game soundtrack has just been incredibly disappointing. I don't know what happened between that first demo and this is a level. So we're actually in Octopath, though? Well, if I remember correctly, there's about 2 octopuses per screen. About 4 if you count the one behind you. Oh, I don't know. It didn't do well as a game either, but I remember the writing was just really long and monotonous in the final demo, because they did 2 demos. Demo 1 was fine. Demo 2, the music was boring, the writing was really boring. The octopus the octopus reading this. It just made me really sad, because I was really excited for Triangle Strategy. But thanks to, I guess, the Octopath team, we now have essentially a new aesthetic that I've kind of just coined 16-bit diorama. And more games should be 16-bit diorama. The octopus behind me, you! And then there's also the Octolings, and they're very real. Actually, Octo expansion kicked ass. I need to get to Splat 3 at some point. I was excited for Triangle Strategy. There's so much all the NPCs spoke, and I swear someone pulled a plug on the floor because the excitement drained away. The same thing happened! Like, I was super excited, and then that second demo came out, and then I was just like, wow, I don't care for this game. Need at least 10 octopi per square inch. Well, I mean, we can't do... That's a lot. Unicorn Overlord is also supposed to be good. Yeah, I was about to bring up Unicorn Overlord, because I think that's the same studio. It's at the very least, it's that 16-bit diorama style that I'm in love with. I want to copy it for Clown Zerker, actually. I don't know if I can pull it off, but I thought it would be really fun to do that diorama pixel thing for the project. I don't know how well I can imitate it, but we'll see. Maybe they might actually finally release Silksong. Yeah, well, I've been saying it. Who called it? Okay, I know somebody in the chat knows I said this. Who here remembers when I said Silksong is going to be part of the Nintendo Switch 2 showcase? I want hands in the chat. Who remembers I said this? Not possible. It's coming with the Switch 2 show. I said this. To be honest, I don't really fucking care anymore. Mario, no! The lack of Silksong is keeping the universe from unraveling. Hollow Knight was so fun. I need to play it. I like Metroidvanias a lot, but I haven't really gotten into a whole lot of the indie scene. I need to play Rain World. I need to play Hollow Knight. I have played what's it called though? The Igarashi one with like 80 zillion JoJo references in it. Bloodstained. I played Bloodstained. Haven't played the D-Make Bloodstains, but I'd like to play the D-Make Bloodstains at some point, too. But yeah, no, Silksong's gonna be at the Nintendo Switch 2 showcase, and then you all owe me, because I've said this, and I know you know I've said this. Oh, speaking of Kleist, don't let me forget, I need to send a message out tonight, involving the showcase, because Grubbs has been on me about it, and, you know, I guess I could only be, going through life for so long before I finally get the planning going. The Crow from Billion Mandy has its release. You fools! You've messed with the natural order! Other forces.
Messing with the natural order.
Thank you, Streaming Way. They try Blasphemous, but religious themes might actually trigger some people. Well, I've kind of learned something interesting since I've made a lot of online friends. I guess something interesting about myself. I take hard stances on things, and I think a lot of people sort of in my capacity, I don't know what the fuck word I'm trying to use here. People like me tend to take hard stances on things like religion and a lot of other things. And while I'm not saying I'm all for those things, I don't let them stop me from getting into a work. So if people don't like that I'm playing something religious, well, they're going to be really upset when the Yuppie Psycho devs eventually release Catechesis. Because I already know Catechesis is going to be like my top game of Halloween that year. And that one's going to be full of religious themes. That one's actually about religious guilt, it looks like, so that should be interesting. Also the gore and body horror. Yeah, well, I feel like people who watch my content, that is actually not something that's going to stop them from watching my content. I feel like... but I feel like there's some things where it's like, I understand why you feel this way. And I hope you all understand what I mean, because I'm not trying to get too into this. But for me, I would rather just be like, I guess like the dude from The Big Lebowski, although I loathe calling myself similar to someone named the dude. But like, you know, just like relax, I guess. I don't know. This thing, but then I played TBOI. What's TBOI? If you don't mind me asking. Like, ultimately, you're going to miss out on cool things if you let certain topics or themes stop you. Now, there are certain topics or themes that shouldn't be explored. That's a different conversation, but, like, things like religion, for example, aren't going to stop me from, like, enjoying something, or it's not going to depreciate the value of a thing for me. Binding of Isaac, thank you. That's fair. Binding of Isaac has some very fucking dark-ass religious themes, too. Actually, that's the crazy thing about Binding of Isaac. I'm not gonna say that I grew up locked in a treasure chest until I asphyxiated and died. But the Binding of Isaac did make me think about, like, how religion was prevalent in my childhood growing up. In, like, the ways it definitely affected me, and the way I thought about the world as a kid. Hey, when indie games teach people necromancy is really not cool. Alright, we'll be waiting for you, Light. Binding of Isaac. Binding of Isaac's cool. We've had this conversation, though, Petite. I'm much more of a... And I don't know if you've heard me say this before, but I'm a bit more of a... God damn it. Enter the Gungeon fan. Oh, the controller's ghosting again. That's what's happening. I don't know what's up, but there's the up on this controller's been ghosting. Depends on how the game handles things. That's fair. And I completely agree with that. But I know people, I would think, that would, without even considering how the game handles things, just immediately write it off because it is religious. Wait till, Like a Dragon 5 teaches you to fight bears. I already fought 2 fucking tigers in Kiwami 2. Bring it the fuck on. What I don't realize is that Zinnia is actually referring to 2 grown men, if you catch my drift. Oh yeah, you have to fight some bears in Yakuza 5. Oh yeah, I could see Kiryu fighting 2 bears. She doesn't know. Although I think I'd rather see Majima fight 2 bears. I'm going to hell for that one. Oh, I see what the devs want me to do here. Oh, that kind of bear. Wait, there's bears? No, I think it is like bear like the animal, not like the season. God damn it. How did you know? How did you know? Well, why don't they just hire Freddy Fazbear? Because if companies hired Freddy Fazbear, he would come in, and he'd be really good at selling pizzas and bow ties and top hats, because he's an animation matronic, invented by the William After, and he could just bring in his friends Chica the Kitchen, Bonnie the Bunny Bun, Foxy the Pirate Fox, grrr. And there's Freddy who's yellow, because William After was like, I'm gonna make a yellow one because I'm a green, no yellow, but Banani, but it's not like Bonnie. It's like a different one with springs in it, and that's like spring, not the season, because flowers don't exist at Freddy Fazbear's because it's grass, electricity instead of dirt, and that's why flowers can't grow. But they both burnt down in the 3rd one when they made a Halloween attraction. That dude is an absolute legend. The guy who did the. I think the game bugged out. Hold on. No, the game did not. Well, it like didn't. Oh shit, not the skeleton. Also, hello, Pro. Oh my god, that one was exceptionally rough. They told me I had to make up for a week of not streaming. Can you believe that shit? I had to do 3 of theirs algebra's homework. Then, one of them couldn't get their fucking car to start. The hell do I know about starting a skeleton car? God damn. Anyways, welcome in, Propane. I did forget to say hello to you when you came in, so let me fix my mistake. Welcome in, Propane. And you know what? Mother 4 is never happening. At this rate, I'm convinced Nintendo doesn't even know how to release Mother. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna come out and say it. I don't think Nintendo has ever handled that. It is going to be controversial. Nintendo's never handled Mother correctly, but not in the way that you think I'm going to say. I genuinely don't think there has really ever been, like... So people like to bring up, like, oh, well, the music, they use copyrighted music and samples and stuff, but, like, there's plenty of games. Maybe not at that time, but nowadays, it's really common for people to be inspired and to take those inspirations and to, you know, weave them into what they do. So I don't think that one holds up anymore. But even back in the day, I don't think that one held up. Maybe with the exception of the hippie theme, because that one is extremely close to Johnny B. Good from Chuck Berry. And look how Star Fox has been treated. Looking forward to Oddity and when radio is silent. It's like... So, take Earthbound Beginnings, for example. My favorite entry in the series, Mother. I hate calling it Earthbound Beginnings. Actually, I think the name Earthbound Beginnings goes to show how little faith or understanding they have about the franchise. It's Mother. It's Mother. I don't care if in America they called it Earthbound for the second one. It should have came out as Mother. Mother Zero would have worked. Earthbound Zero, I guess I would have even taken. But you know what Earthbound Beginnings sounds like in my head? Earthbound Beginnings sounds like, hey, this is a game we made after. Like, we made Earthbound, and then this one happened, so it's already an odd name to get it. It makes it sound like it was a prequel game made after the fact. But then, like, more to the point, they didn't fucking touch the game, and that game is busted! I love it to death, but it is not... Ashley was in here talking about how she tried to play it, and she was miserable. You're gonna be miserable playing it. I'm gonna be honest. They could have, I don't know, done a retouching of the game again before releasing it. They could have, I don't know, they could have fucking remade the game. And that's the thing. It's like Mother, the original, needs a remaster or a remake badly. And they'll never do it. Instead, they're going to release it under the name Earthbound Beginnings as is, and then not really do a whole lot with it. Meanwhile, Mother 3... Every 0.3 steps you take Star, man. Yeah, I mean, and just the fact that I had a really cool chatter tell me this when I played the game. They ain't beginning nothing. I had a chatter tell me this, a speedrunner, when I played Mother back on stream before I knew all of you. But, apparently, Mother also just suffered really badly from... I've talked about this, a lack of communication on the team. So people would work on areas with a vague idea of where that area would be, but then things would get jumbled around, and so, like, the zoo, for example, one of the first areas in the game, they didn't think you'd get to as soon as you did, and so everything there is way stronger than it should be. Magicant is somewhere you go early. You weren't supposed to go early, is my guess, because all the enemies there are made for you to be about, like, level 10 or 11, and you get to Magicant around level 7 or 8. And this is a game where, like, your max level is going to be 25, so, like, small numbers make sense. Oh, hey! Have a fantastic time playing Baldur's Gate, Mary. Welcome in. You have a wonderful lurk, girl. They tell you to look at the English dub of... Which one, Mint? You probably have, but you know the rules here. You gotta tell me a couple times till it sticks. I just rode that barrel to... Or that rock to safety. That was kind of badass. Kind of Queen of Video Games move, you know. Oh, shit. Fuck. Yeah, I just think like, I'm glad that we have Mother. I'm really happy that we have it. But it was handled poorly. Actually, it was handled lazily, too. I'm sure a couple people know this. The original Mother on NES was fully translated and, like, ready to be released in English. It even had updates. The original Mother did not have, like, a little prologue at the end of the game, but the English version does. Also a couple other things, like the English version was better in some regards, and they never released it, and they sat on it. And then that's the version that they released for us. The one that they've been sitting on. They didn't do anything. They just released a game they've been sitting on that's been fully translated since the 80s, you know? So just complete, like, lack of care, even though it is cool that, like, that game is available and I can tell people to play it, even though you probably shouldn't. And then, yeah, Mother 3. We'll probably never get Mother 3 in the US. And if we did get Mother 3 in the US, I bet that's the game that's gonna get a remaster or a remake. And that's awesome because Mother 3 rocks and I love Mother 3. But like, I'm gonna be really upset when like they just never do anything with the original, because the original's a beautiful game. There's a YouTube video that can explain it way better than I can, but the original Mother is a really well-told story in a very interesting world buried under monotony and a lot of combat that's not balanced. But it's a great game. I mean, heck, maybe I'll play it again for everybody so you can all see what I mean. The story and the aesthetic of the original Mother are just so serious and different from the other two games, too. Earthbound Mother 2 leans heavily into the 90s, which isn't a bad thing, but I'm not a fan of gross out and, like, the radicalness of the 90s, so I will say that might be one of the factors as to why I like Mother more than Earthbound. But also, like, Mother 3 has a lot of silliness to it, too. And I'm not saying the original doesn't, but I would argue that the original Mother is much more subdued about it. You aren't tubular like that? Nah, I'm not very radical. It's hard to explain. Like I said, I'm not good at explaining, which is funny, because I feel like I should be as a content creator, influencer, game creator, whatever the fuck you want to call me. But I just ain't. I ain't the best at explaining my thoughts on these things all the time. It's a different game. It takes itself seriously. It has a very interesting, tragic story. It has cool characters. It has great music. I love how Mother, the original, handles Magicant over Earthbound. Not that they do it differently. I think Earthbound perfectly continues kind of the rules set up by the original game when it comes to Magicant. But in Mother 1, you get to go to the Magicant of somebody who is so incredibly trained in PSI. I can't even explain, like, the biggest spoiler, but it's incredible. That Magicant, from somebody who understands their powers, who's found their melody, who's awoken it. And it makes me sad to think that we never got to see Lucas's or Kumatora's Magicant in Mother 3. Because I think that would have been a neat idea to explore. I'm not saying that the Mother 3 should have been about finding melodies, but maybe if there was a bit in the game where Lucas heard the song his mom sang and that was his awakening to his Magicant, that would have been neat. For those that don't know, Magicant in Earthbound is a place PSI users can access. I'm convinced any PSI user can access it. And based off of Mother and Earthbound, it seems to be related to a childhood song. And it's called Magicant because it's magic in canto. Like the music term canto. Which I thought was really cool. But like, from what we know, Magicants exist as like, you know, the embodiment of someone's latent magical powers and all that. And it's really cool, and I think it's something Mother 1 does really cool that the other ones don't do as cool. And Queen Mary is, like, my favorite character in the whole franchise. I don't know if I should have dropped these little fellas, but we'll see. This is an interesting level I'm in. Look at him, he's doing a little dance! Of course, you know, keep in mind, anytime I talk about games like this, I'm not saying Earthbound and Mother 3 aren't, you know, 9, maybe 10 out of 10 games. Mother 3 is a 10 out of 10. Earthbound, I give a solid 8 out of 10. I like other RPGs on the Super Nintendo more, and I like the other two entries more. This game stinks! Yeah, like, that kind of stuff's just not really my cup of tea, I suppose. Oh, they just kind of chill on the lava, okay. And, I do think that the original, or that Mother 2 Earthbound has this kind of don't care attitude about it. And, you see that a lot in the plot. Like, who's the villain? Oh, it's Gygas, an ancient alien from the future, and I'm a bumblebee that came back in time to tell you this. Oh, Gygas, he's actually in the past. Why are people being evil? Ah, 'cause he does it. I mean, keep in mind this is the same villain from the first game, and this is the same MO, but in the first game it was so much more serious. People's houses were being attacked by poltergeists the animals in the zoo went crazy and rampant. An entire city got invaded by Gigas's forces and kicked out. They do a lot more with that concept. Again, I just get this vibe that in Earthbound, it doesn't matter as much. The plot is not as, like, important. And things just kind of happen in it. Who's this character? His name's Pooh. Why? Because it's silly and he's foreign. I don't think that's what they thought, but honestly, Pooh is the worst character in the whole franchise. He should not exist. Why is he here? Oh, because he trained his PSI from a far-off land. Oh, okay. And he can use the Stare Storm, where he summons a bunch of psychokinetic stares on you. Oh, I like how the end of this level is getting into the tower. That's actually really neat. If the tower is... Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Or it would have been nice, speaking of Kumatora, it would have been cool if Kumatora, already, like, knew her Magicant, and that was somewhere you had to go at some point, maybe to help her learn, Quake or Starstorm. That could have been neat. Little side adventure. We gotta go into Kumatora's Magicant because, something's fucked up and we need to fix it inside of her. I don't know. I love this song. It's so, goofy. Why was that stone like 80 times faster, game? I'm trying to not die here. Oh, there's a slow one. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me? What? Gosh, I've seen so many good ideas from other fan sequels, then they just poof, disappear. That's the other thing. Nintendo is incredibly, stingy about that IP, too. I will say, Mother 4 looked really cool. My only complaint about Mother 4 is I thought it was a little pretentious of them to call it Mother 4. They literally could have called it anything. That's really all I got. I'm sad Mother 4 didn't make it. I think they would have been smart not to call it Mother 4. Maybe it would have survived. I'll tell you what though, Cleaston, I'm not going to say it on stream because I'm pretty sure there's a Nintendo Ninja in my corner. But, and I have mentioned in my Discord, Parent 4. There is a cool way to play the original Mother that's being worked on. I would argue for anybody that wants to play the original Mother and see why I love it so much, that when this is officially out, it will probably definitively be how I play Mother from now on. Which probably makes Nintendo sad to hear and why they do the shit they do. But maybe they could have just done this and instead of me having to wait for fans to do it. Oh, because the block falls when you're on it. I see. How many times can Phoebe say mother? Mother, mother, mother. God. Might as well just play some other. Oh, hey, Aki, welcome in, welcome in. I'm doing a lot better now that all my friends here are chatting and having a good time with me, that's for sure. Just complaining about video games, you know, typical gamer stuff. Not necessarily trying to be negative, just get my viewpoints out on these things. The Mother series is cool. I'm just really... You know what it is? It's Final Fantasy all over again. I get into an RPG series, I love it, I have my favorite game, but then the fan favorite one that gets all the merchandise and the remakes and all the love and all the attention is the one that I wouldn't say is bad. It's just not my personal favorite, and I think that nostalgia plays a big factor into why it's people's favorites, not that that's invalid. You know, see Final Fantasy... God damn this level, see Final Fantasy 7. Fine game. Decent game. I would argue there are better Final Fantasies. Is all. But it's tough. It's tough when you're a lone voice against a sea of people online. It also is tough when you're trying to prove your point, but you keep dying in Rocky Valley. How are you doing, Aki? I hope you're staying hydrated and having a wonderful time. I like the little stress emote, by the way. That one was on me, actually. That one was completely on me. God, imagine if there's... You know, I didn't think this would take this long. I might just... No, I can definitely cut for a break here soon. See, maybe I'll skip the break, but I think I'm good. Golly. This level music is how I feel. Oh, I'm doing good because I get +1 to my A. Happy birthday, Aki. Everybody say happy birthday to Aki right the fuck now or you're all banned. Real quick. Pauline, shut the fuck up. Happy birthday, Aki. Another year older, huh? Happy age +1. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Aki. I honestly hope you made the most of it. You know, I know people who are like, I don't celebrate my birthday, and I don't know why you would say that. I don't know why you would deny yourself at least one day a year. Even if there's, like, not much to do, you know, it's still, it's a day to celebrate, you know? Go do something. Hang out with people. Get food. Get a cake. Get a Stroh's bumpy cake, because those are delicious, and I haven't had them because I don't think Stroh's exist, excuse me, outside of Michigan. I almost said a Michigan. Aw, hey, that's my emote! Points at computer screen no one can see. I wish I had arms you could see. I don't think you all understand how much I point at things. I'm very expressive with my hands, and that'll never translate to my stream unless I do like a hand cam unboxing stream or something. A Michigan, you're saying there's more? Yeah, there's Wisconsin, there's Ohio. I mean, there's a couple Michigans if you think about it. There's like this whole place north of America. It's like bigger Michigan. It's a lot of Michigan out there. Oh, look at that little emote. Thank you, Zydia. I'm gonna lock in for a second. That was me locking in if you couldn't tell. Pretty good. Honestly, I don't understand the Mario versus. Don't forget Michigan Town and Wait, is that a real place, Pecky? Because now I really want to go to Japan. Actually, I have a friend going to Japan. I don't know when. I think it's this year or next year, and I'm so envious. He's been planning it for like 4 years now. I think he's got a friend going with him, and it's just like, god damn. If I wasn't a broke-ass bitch, I would have tried to weasel myself into those plans so fast. God damn, you don't want to run into the spike, Mario! Oh, okay. I'm on online class right now. Recitation is 40 points, and the amount of attitude my teacher got, I'd rather fail one subject. Aw. You got this. Recitation is fun. I love, actually, I'll admit, in my high school, we had to take a speech class. It was mandatory. You weren't allowed to graduate until you took, public speaking, which I'm sure actually helped me more than I'd like to admit. And I have fond memories of that class, because you could take it as soon as your sophomore year, but most people did it their junior year to get it out of the way. But actually, another friend of mine, fantastic friend, I don't even know if I told him to, or if he just decided to join me because he's cool like that. But I was like, you know, you can take it sophomore year. I'm just going to get it out of the way. Plus, I'd rather give speeches in front of people I barely know than people I've been in the same class with for like 8 years. And I miss it, actually. Giving speeches was a lot of fun. I did sign up for the debate class my senior year, but then I chickened out because I saw the other kids from my grade that were in it. And I was like, I'm not arguing with these motherfuckers. My bad, I'm not debating with these motherfuckers. I was like, there ain't no way I'm debating with these people. They will kill me. Mainly that was like an Ace Attorney field dream anyways. You know what I mean? Like, you play Ace Attorney and you're like, yeah, I can take a debate class. No, I was thinking like Chinatown. Oh, I see what you're saying. Michigan Town. Welcome to Michigan Town. We got fudge and Superman ice, Blue Moon ice cream, and we've got Better Made chips. Y'all don't even know about Better Made chips. Oh, and Faygo. There'd be a lot of Faygo at Michigan Town. I want to go to Michigan Town now. That just sounds like a place where I could be happy. Get Faygo and ice cream and chips. But yeah, no, like, I haven't had good potato chips since I left Michigan. I will fight on this one. Where am I? Oh. Oh, I'm probably supposed to hit Donkle Dong. My bad. I'm probably supposed to throw shit back at him. The game did not like that I finessed my way up to Pauline. What else does Michigan? I mean, Michigan's like a junk food state. I don't know. I feel like a lot of states call themselves the junk food state. But, like, I grew up in Michigan. Michigan's the junk food state. A lot of it comes out of there, and a lot of interesting stuff. Well, actually, I can't say comes out of. That's the problem. A lot of it doesn't leave Michigan, from my understanding. Like, you can barely find Verner's. Soda counts as a junk food, by the way. So does beer, I think, by my own standards at this point. This is an interesting boss fight. Okay, third time the charm. We're doing Nintendo rules, hopefully. And it's probably why I have a destroyed colon. because of all the junk food I ate growing up. I most definitely destroyed my colon that way. It's just so good though, you know? You can't help it. You can't help but eat a bag of gummy bears and a Faygo Red Pop, okay? You know, the heart wants what the heart wants. If the heart wants gummy bears and a Faygo Red Pop, you get it. Candy in general, actually, I have hit that age where it's harder for me to eat candy. If that makes sense. Young people, don't worry about it. You still have time. I'm kind of at this point, like, I don't like sugar as much, and it's probably because I've basically detoxed at this point. I thought you said that's why I haven't destroyed Poland. Yeah, all that junk food growing up is probably why I haven't destroyed Poland. Like, I considered destroying Poland. I can do that, by the way. I'm a force of I'm a holiday spirit. Like, I have that power. I haven't yet. Because of the better made chips, of course. I hate this fight. Well, we're gonna have to add Destroy Poland to the list of things to do. Yo, he just threw it right on that fucking bite! Donkey Dong, that's not cool, bro. You can't just throw rocks at a Boyd and kill it. Hey, no, get over. God, fucking, I hate these rocks. I need to stop saying I hate. But, teeth hurt if they get covered in sugary candy. Yeah, my stomach hurts. Like, I tried freeze-dried Skittles finally because my brain was just like, I need to try this freeze-dried trend before it dies and we find out there's, like, health issues related to it. But I did have a bag of freeze-dried Skittles, and I don't know, just the taste of sugar doesn't work for me anymore. You know? Like, if I'm gonna have something candy, it's gotta be chocolatey, so it at least tastes like chocolate. But, like, gummy, sugary candy just... I don't know, it just always ends up making my stomach kind of cramp, and it just doesn't taste like it used to. No teeth hurt, though. Usually just an unfortunate night on the toilet. Please let this be 3 hits. Oh! Look at him go! Okay, Jojo said the music in here is really epic, by the way. He said it's really good, so I'm excited. Oh shit, speaking of, you say his name and he appears! Welcome in, Jojo. You're still streaming, I see. I saw you were doing a Wii, not like a showcase. Well, maybe, I don't know. I swear to God, and I'm trying to make sure I did. Were you playing a game called Munchies I saw, or did I make that up in my head? I swear you were playing something like that. But I hope your stream's going well, Jojo. Thanks for dropping in. Oh. Okay, well this isn't too... The Munchables! That's what it was. I do this little thing with Jojo, everybody. He comes in, he's so fucking epic, he's 10 feet tall, shoots lasers out of his eyes, sexy as hell. And every time, it's this little game I play where I try to converse with him and I get the facts wrong. See you later, Jojo. Love you too, man. You have a fantastic rest of your stream. Oh, you're good, Light. Actually, I'm sorry to say I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break before we tackle the tower here. You're still on stream? Well, tell your chat that they're awesome for being in your chat, and that they're amazing and that you're amazing. But I'm sure you already know that. I'm going to cut to a quick 3-minute bathroom break, actually, everybody. I'm just going to do a quick BRB, because I've been falling out of doing this even before I took my break. And I need to remember to do this because it's a good habit to have for when I am big. So I'm going to cut to a quick 3-minute break, take this time to stretch, get some... This music is really cool, by the way. Stretch, get some water, go to the restroom, do what it is you need to do, and I'll be back in 3 minutes with more Donkey Kong 94. Stick around. And I'm back. Hello, hello. Thank you, everybody, for the patience. How about we get right back into the game? Let's see. War Master job for Ulbrich would be good in this fight because of a skill, but then I wouldn't have access to healing. Probably won't need it because of the powerful ultimate. I mean, as long as you maybe have some buffs to manage it, you might be good. Hey, Phoebe, you need to add some from Socrates. Oh, I do! I already know who I'm adding. That's a good point, Petite. That's a good point. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know how that one went past me. I do have to add someone from Donkey Kong too, huh? That bathroom is gonna get crowded. I need to make a bigger scene. We gotta turn it into proper Where's Waldo. At some point, I'd still love to do that idea Pecky had. I don't know. I can't fucking learn web development. I've tried so many times, and it just makes no fucking sense to me. If I was easy with my 37k damage, well, shit. I mean, that's my favorite strategy. Hit hard. Is every level on the tower a boss fight? Wait a minute. That's sick. I really hope. And walk you through the code sometime if you'd like, or fill with comments explaining every part. Maybe, but then at that point I would just be taking your code. I probably wouldn't. I don't know. I'd love to learn. I love the offer, Pecky, and maybe I will actually take you up on that. But part of me, like, I don't know. I wish I knew coding. I wish I could get a better job. Like, I wish I didn't have to work fucking blue collar. I really wish I would have taken time growing up to actually learn how these things work. So I don't know. That probably would be cool. Should go back to online class. Well, hey, you have a fantastic time with your online class, Aki. I hope that it goes well, and I hope your recitation goes phenomenally. Break enemies all without break. It would only be like 20k something damage. You're making me really want to play Octopath. God dang. One of my courses this semester is web and mobile dev. Yeah, I could always go back to school, I suppose, if I'm really serious about this. I just don't have the time or money right now, I guess. I will say, in my high school, you know, speaking of growing up with a weird family where things didn't make sense, the area I grew up was fucking weird. No, you're good, Light. Hey, why are you apologizing? Don't apologize. Tell me all about what you're playing. You should know by now. If I wanted you to stop, I'd say something, I promise. But I can't keep up as well, because it's been since the year the game came out, so I don't remember too much about it. But please, keep talking about it if you'd like. I'm only sorry there's not much else I can say. See, now I'm saying sorry. See, don't I sound silly? You're all fine. But yeah, the backwards ass place I grew up in, we had one web design course. It was a Java course. Just spam challenging people to get rare drop. Oh! Ah, that makes sense. Wait, are all like the rare items in that game, do they all involve the challenge mechanic? Hold on. That would actually be really interesting and not something I considered. I never used the challenge mechanic, like, ever. I just, maybe I should have. Not all. Okay, but it sounds like a decent amount of them. So yeah, in my high school, there was a Java class. It was one class. There was no second level to it. You could take it any of the 4 years you were there. There wasn't like a progression to it. You just took the Java class. It was an elective. The teacher was not qualified. Her actual like degree was in psychology, and she mainly taught a behavioral studies class, which is really unfortunate Because I'm pretty sure behavioral studies aren't fucking real. Like, that's like the shit where people watch crime footage and say, you can tell this person feels guilty because their eyeballs went left to right after saying, I definitely did not kill them. So basically, we had someone who wasn't qualified to teach web design, and I had a friend who took it, and they told me that she spent the entire class just up at the front and used a book, and like all the assignments were just like ideas out of the book. And while that is still good learning, I have a thing. I have a thing when it comes to authority and stuff like that. And if I had a teacher who I didn't think was qualified, I would not have paid attention or even tried anyways. So it's probably best I didn't take that class. Yeah, I'm just a bitch like that. You get some for free by buying them. Oh, right. Interesting. Yeah, I guess I didn't really explore the post-game too much. I followed a guide to do the super boss, and that was about it. But I didn't stop to think, like, maybe I should gather weapons. Oh, and I got the optional classes, of course. But other than that, I didn't explore too much of the post-game. And now I kind of regret that, because I love RPGs. But this was back before I was in my any RPG I play for completionist phase. You just skip all ladders like that. Yeah. Yeah. I forget that I can do that from time to time. This isn't even a hard level. This isn't even a hard level. I'm angry. This should not be getting me like this. Ooh, I can tell it got dark outside because it's starting to get cold in here. You're good, Light. You're good. Saying sorry all the time like that makes me think about myself maybe only about 5 or 6 years ago. I feel that, Light. But you shouldn't have to worry about imposing on people. I don't think they're here to hear it, but all of you the same, right? You know, you can't be afraid of just doing and existing. You get stuck saying I'm sorry all the time. And you don't even know what you're sorry for, you just are. What's up with this level? What's happening here? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, yeah, but yeah, to answer your question, Petite, yes, I can. I don't trust these fucking skull enemies. I don't. I just, like... I don't know, they give me a bad vibe. I don't trust them. Have you ever seen a skull that didn't... The JavaScript class I took at college was full of examples that didn't work, and the presentations were ancient. The other programming language classes were fine, though. Okay, maybe there's a little validation to how I felt. It could have been that the book itself was outdated, God knows. I'm still really bummed at my high school's lack of electives. We had, for art, there was just a basic art class, there was a clay class, and then there was senior art portfolio, which I will admit, I did take the senior art portfolio class, and God bless that teacher, because we were supposed to have like 10 assignments done by the end of the year, and I think I only did about 4 or 5. I admit, my senior year, I was a bit of a delinquent, when am I not? I spent most of my senior year playing Omega Ruby, because Omega Ruby came out my senior year, and that was fucking hype, because the first Pokemon that I really remembered was Emerald. And also, I had a lot of classes with my best friend at the time. He's still my best friend. You can have multiple best friends, but he's a wonderful person. And he was in my art classes, and he was also in my English class, which I think I've explained the story about how my senior year, my AP teacher just stopped showing up and had enough sick time to just not be there for 3/4 of the year. So, yeah, I mean, I just played a lot of Pokemon Omega Ruby my senior year of high school. That's where I got Athena, my shiny Scrafty, and I still have her to this day. I actually hatched her in my high school art room. It was Masuda method on the resort at the end of Omega Ruby. My only regret is that I didn't know myself sooner, so a lot of my Pokemon have my dead name as my trainer name, and that actually upsets me. It actually upsets me. Hey, I know this is Donkey Kong. This is Donkey Kong for the video game. This is Donkey Kong for the video game, like I said. God damn it! God dang it! No, no, no! Get up, Mary! Oh, this is not gonna be like Dingle Dong. This is gonna be hard. God, they don't make games like they used to. Back in my day, video games used to be hard, like me. Get double donked. Yeah, I had no fucking way of, like, surviving that. That was bad positioning on my part. I don't think games stopped being hard. I just think, like, you know, as systems got better, a lot me not BRB. Welcome back, Light. I think as systems got better, it's just the things that made games hard disappeared. Had a similar thing happen. Our design teacher would spend the break hotboxing in his car. Fuck yeah. I mean, not really, actually. That would piss me off. He's a teacher. Yeah, that would actually piss me off. I said fuck yeah because I'm a green delinquent myself, but yeah, I would probably hate that dude. Or woman. His car. Then come and eat sandwich. Then he vanishes like 2 months before her exams. Fuck. No, it's never fun when that happens. It really isn't. People who end up in positions of power and authority. Phoebe's such an amazing queen. Aw, well thank you, Light. You know, you're not too bad yourself. You're pretty awesome, too. Shower some compliments on yourself every now and then. Come on. I'm gonna die. But, yeah, well, of course, Light. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, when I was in college, actually, I remember I had a teacher, and he was a real piece of shit. He had this thing where, you would ask him for help, and he was this pretentious piece of shit. So you would be like, hey, can you help me with my thing? And he'd go, oh, no. Don't show me it on your screen. Tell me the problem, right? I don't know what the fuck he was on about, but he's like, don't tell me. However, we had one girl in our class, and anytime she had problems, he would be, like, right up behind her, you know what I mean? Like, looking at her screen, like, oh, just, what is it? Point it out. And I, like, fuck that dude. Actually, fuck that dude. What an actual scummy piece of shit, right? Right? And then we had another teacher, one of the guys in my class, he forgot something back at his apartment. And, like, he knew if he asked me, I'd help him, and I'd help him get the stuff, and I was like, yeah. So he went up to this teacher, and he asked him, he was like, me good compliment myself is a different story. Well, it takes time, Light, but, you know, give yourself a chance. But yeah, so this dude, piece of shit, absolute piece of shit, he didn't like me. Of course, like I said, I had a problem with authority, and that really came to a head in college when a lot of these teachers would preach their design philosophy as if it was design fact. So I would challenge them a lot, and they'd hate me for that, but, like, you know, I was right a lot of the time. So this dude didn't like me, and, that guy went up and asked, he said, hey, can my name drive me to get my stuff? I left my stuff back. And you know what he said? He said, sure. So then the guy came and got me. We left. I drove him back to his apartment. He got his stuff. And when I came back, the guy was like, I'm writing you up. You didn't ask me if you could leave. And I looked at him and I was like, excuse me? He said, well, you didn't ask me if you could leave. I was like, yeah, he asked if I could take him. And he said, yeah, and I told him he could leave. This was a dude teaching a college class. And he was literally the pettiest, saddest piece of shit ever. Actually, I can shit on him. His whole claim to fame was that he made a really shitty Flappy Bird clone called Farty Pig. And his whole design philosophy that he preached was that if an idea is good, you should totally take it. Because it's a good idea, and someone else already came up with it doing half of the work for you. Which probably explains why his claim to fame was a game on the phone called Farty Pig that he sold for $1. Yeah, he was absolutely disgusting. I remember in class, he was praising one of his students because at the time that game, you couldn't leave without permission. Well, I'm sure any other teacher would have let me, but also the dude that I drove back to his apartment asked if I could take him. Like, there was no reason to assume that I wasn't allowed to take him to his apartment. But yeah, no, this dude, at the time he was praising a student he had in a class before us because this kid Remember that game that came out and like the concept was that what was it specifically? Like you know, if you subliminal or something like that, where if you held an object up to you and then dropped it, it would be short. But then like based on perspective, the item would grow. Do you guys know what game I'm talking about? You hold an object, if it's close to a wall, it becomes small based on perspective, so on and so forth. One of his students took his superliminals. One of his students took his advice to heart and copied that mechanic entirely and made a little project copying that mechanic, and that was like his favorite student ever. He was so proud that this dude made Superliminal, and he was like encouraging the guy to finish it before Superliminal came out. God, what a fucking tool. How am I supposed to get on this one? But I don't know what I expected. I went to the shittiest college I could have gone to because, again, I was uneducated, wasn't thinking. My family was super supportive because they too were uneducated, not thinking. He encouraged stealing ideas. Yeah, that was his philosophy for the class, steal ideas. Hey, kitty, welcome in, welcome in. Hoi. Happy, happy Tuesday to you. Hope you're doing well. How have you been, kitty? What you been up to? Yeah, no, he was a disgusting individual. He was genuinely a disgusting individual. He told us a story, and he thought he was the coolest guy when he told this story. He told us a story about how he went to see like an indie band at like a local dive bar or something. Not much? Well, that's perfectly fine, kitty. Sometimes doing nothing's just as good as doing something. To quote a famous philosopher, a whole lot of something can come out of nothing. I think that's the quote. We gotta watch that on movie night at some point. But yeah, his story that he told us, I'll never forget this story because it's so pathetic. And he told it like he was the hero. He told it like he was in the right. He goes to see this little indie band, right? And after the show, he talks to like the lead guitarist or singer or something. He's like, yeah, you know. The way he told the story was that he started comparing himself to this garage band because he was an indie game designer and they were indie musicians. And so he starts talking up this member of the band and he's like, yeah, we're kind of the same, you know, we're doing our own thing. I have this game. And he shows this dude Farty Pig. I'm going to be honest, any sane human being in this world, if they were shown Farty Pig from some random guy after performing a concert, would probably have the same reaction. But essentially, he didn't tell the story this way, but you could infer that the guitarist or whatever politely told him, no, I don't want Farty Pig. Like, oh yeah, I'll check it out later. He basically said, I'll check it out later, you know, whatever. I'm not interested at this time. But that's really cool, and you know, I'm glad you're doing that. And so this fucking teacher of mine, gave the dude $1. Because in his mind, the dude was just being petty over the fact that the game was $1, and he wanted to prove a point. So he handed the dude $1 and said, well, you can get my game now. Here you go, here you go. Like, oh, it's just $1. I'm asking you nicely, play my game. Does that make sense? He handed a dude in an indie band $1 because in his mind, he was the same as this indie band person. And this indie band person denying buying his $1 Flappy Bird clone like meant that he wasn't like a good dude or something. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck his point was, but he sounded so hero control. He's like, I gave him $1 and I watched him download it, and I was like, okay, dude. You know what the sad thing is too? If there's anything I learned about game design and the video game industry in America from college, it's that losers like that kind of run our fucking video game industry. In America, at least. Like, a lot of losers like that are actually in video games right now. Like, shit, I had a guy in my class, he went to work for EA not too long after, and then almost immediately he got in hot fire because he was, you know, pursuing one of his coworkers. We can always talk about the famous Cosby suite from Blizzard. Actually, we can talk about Blizzard a lot if we want to talk about how shitty the American game industry is. They're full of wonderful examples. This is why at some point I just gave up and said I'd do indie, and then I kind of sat on it. But I'm getting back to it. I'm going to prove myself. If I'm going to talk shit, I might as well step up to the plate. And this is one thing I'm very passionate about, is that, basically, fuck them. Cringelord, absolute cringelord. He was cringy as fuck, and this dude was teaching at a professional level. Even though I went to a shitty for-profit college that didn't actually care about what they were teaching, like, this dude was still given a position of authority in a place. And like I said, I don't care for people who have positions of authority and clearly don't know how to, like, you know, act. Which, let me tell you, there's a lot of that going on in America right now. I saw the recent thing that happened. Not that we're going to talk about it, but I thought it was very hilarious. And terrifying. Hey, look, Mario's dead. Mario, did I say you could die? It looks like you're getting a write-up. Spoiled by J-dramas, college professors should not be hot and should be hot and solve mysteries. Oh, I see. You know what? Fuck yeah. I think there should be like a hotness test for college professors. I think you're onto something here, Petite. Let her cook. Let her cook. She's onto something. It's getting real good. Nah. Actually, that's the funny thing. Believe it or not, the college professors who were like the douchiest were the ones that took like the best care of themselves. Honestly, a lot of the professors I got along with were just like dudes, right? Dudes who didn't do too much in the industry, but like they knew that and they still respected the craft of making video games. And like they knew they weren't much. Like I had a guy who just full on like he was perfectly fine with admitting like his claim to fame was Scooby-Doo on the Game Boy. Oh, did I say the wrong name? I saw purple and got confused, Petite. My bad. I don't know why. Are you kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I jumped too hard. I jumped too hard. Whoops. I don't know why. I got them mixed up. But, no, yeah, it was all the dudes who clearly had an ego and were, like, clearly burnt out by the fact that they accomplished nothing in their lives. So they had to, like, prove it to a bunch of, like, kids. Although my class was, like, age group 18 to, like, 40s, honestly. So I can't say just kids. I keep hearing dystopic things about American education. No, my experience is very unique. The college I went to that I have named before, I just don't feel like it right now, because I don't want to give them that. But, like, the college I went to was a specific, the term is for-profit. Basically, these are places that'll just take your money, churn you out, give you the bare minimum, and then hand you a degree. And it's funny because, like, a lot of people that I met after the fact told me that what I did was stupid. But before that, all of my family and, you know, people around me were encouraging me. Because, like, again, I just kind of grew up in a place where you didn't think too much, I suppose. American education is pretty shitty, though, actually. And we did just cut, like, half of our funding and stuff, so... I did it! I did it! Did I win? Okay, I win. Jesus Christ. It's not like I didn't learn anything out of it, but, like, the only thing they taught me that actually stuck was that when it comes to coding, Google is your friend. Don't you guys have accreditation standards? We might, but I know for a fact that almost any accredited college with a bachelor's, you are able to at least get a job as a substitute teacher in this country. And the college I went to is so shit that you can't even do that with my degree. Like, my bachelor's does not qualify me to be a substitute teacher. Any other bachelor, most bachelors in this country, allow you to pursue that as a career path if you'd like. Because you have some form of education. Not me. Not me. Not my college. Not where I wasted my time. All I did was make, like, one friend that I actually kept. I met some really cool people that... Some of them I regret not keeping up with. Others I don't regret not keeping up with. All I learned was how to use Google and Unity. Oh, we are on the final level! Good point! All I learned was how to use Google, Unity, and I made a couple friends. One of them for life, the rest... bleh. This song is cool, too. Okay, don't jump on those barrels, Phoebe. I have 7 lives, by the way. We might want to make a save point. Actually, I know I haven't save stated or anything up to this point, but I don't know how far back we're going to be sent. This final area doesn't have 1-ups. So, I don't know. Okay, mini mushroom. Oh! Oh, they showed me. They showed me in the little thing. They showed me in the little thing. Oh, hey, I did make a save state before. Look at that. Swear to the Lord. What's up, Light? Okay, they did show me how to do this. Never mind. I'm a fool. Bakamitai and all that. To be fair, I didn't find the computer science half of my undergrad intellectually stimulating. Google and Unity is probably on the more important end of the spectrum of things they could have taught. That's true. Got another battle tested? Fuck yeah! Hell yeah! That's what's up! First try ever too. Well, it's because you're in my stream. I don't know if you know this, but I don't wear the clover for nothing. I guess that's fair, Pecky. Maybe my experience wasn't entirely unique then, but there's like a core flaw to my person almost that I need to get over, I think, in terms of like that stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong! The Donkey Kong! The Donkey Kong is real! My brain is melting through my brain. Ah, get your fucking toesies in there, Mario! God, this song actually does go really hard though, huh? It's the wind, and they knew what they were doing by adding this wind, obviously. Whoa, okay. Fucking eat your heart out versus Bowser at the end of Yoshi's Island. Holy shit. Did you hear that? This song went fucking hard for... Oh, god dang it. Elemental Dealer's got the best staff? Well then, that's what's up. I always find it interesting how much easier it is to do like magic or elemental damage in large numbers in RPGs. I feel like not enough RPGs give credit to the good old tried and true melee attack. Although I do play a lot of Final Fantasy, so maybe I am thinking exclusively of Final Fantasy. One's a cleric, the other's a schooler. Cool! So you are running some healing then, there you go. Good old healing. Okay, okay. Just drop one on me. Just drop one on me.
Dance with that big ape dude.
This is the hardest tango of my fucking life. I'm gonna be honest. This is like a 3-stage waltz at this point. Come on, my feet were out. No, my toes were out. Knocked by the tremor, elemental attack will hit. Physical attacks can miss. Really? That's another thing, actually. I like that about magic systems in most RPGs. I do like that magic itself doesn't necessarily have an accuracy. But you can be silenced, and that's not fun. Thank God RPGs never added, like, a physical equivalent to silence. Could you imagine if RPGs just had a status effect that was, like, broken wrist? Sorry, can't swing my sword, got a broken wrist. Actually, shit! Nah. Physical needs all the help it can get in some cases. That's why I'm very appreciative of systems that use multiple types of physical. Atlas is my favorite for that reason. Dividing physical damage into 3 different types was a smart move. Silence does not like me since can't cast skills. Yeah, I imagine. Oh. Say, especially you got 2 mages. I think they coded that one that way, like, on purpose. Usually, like, something being grappled or disarmed. That's true, Etrian Odyssey does have bindings. Etrian Odyssey does bindings, at least. More games should have a binding system. Maybe not in a sexual way, but your magic systems didn't have shoot bullets is like the first thing you ever learn. I think you might like Romancing Saga then. Some of the magic schools in Romancing Saga 2 specifically, they do start with like a basic fire spell, but I think like water in particular is only restorative and healing. It's divided into elements in Romancing Saga 2, and like I think fire and earth are the good physical hitters, and then water and wind tend to be better for like healing and stuff. And then there's dark and light. Light does a lot of damage. Dark, to this day, I never do because, minor spoilers, in Romancing Saga 2, to get dark magic, you have to basically forsake an entire species of lizard people. Max elemental attack, but is only level 55. Well, I like games that do that too. Getting to 99 isn't necessary. I think you should just have to get to at least semi-max stats. Final Fantasy 7 has one level where the enemy who has an innate silence effect surrounding him turns up, accidentally scoopering his own side. I don't remember that. Unless that's the newer one, but that could be the old one, I just don't remember. Oh, Effie! Fire Emblem! Shit, not Final Fantasy. I don't know why I read that as Fire Emblem 7. That's Binding Blade, right? I admittedly, I've only played Binding Blade once. I don't remember too much from it. I was bigger into Sacred Stones and Shadow Dragon growing up. Oh, we're only 744 physical attack is my best dealer in general. Is 999 the limit? That's so funny though, that they end up just fucking up the whole team. I should play Fire Emblem on stream. I haven't played a not Awakening. Three Houses. I plan on streaming Three Houses at some point. I don't know when, I just have to make time for it. I wanted it to be a little fun, since I don't really like self-inserting in Fire Emblem. I don't think it's been done right since Hero of Light and Shadow. But, I figured if we just treat Byleth as his own thing, I was gonna let you all decide who Byleth ends up dating. I was gonna leave it up to points, like you could all make bets using your points on who Byleth romances. I thought that might be fun. Although I will say, one thing I like about Three Houses is that, you know, there's no children from the future or children in a pocket dimension. And kind of more to the point, relationships aren't as important. I really like that every character in Three Houses can only max at an A rank, and whether or not they end up together is randomly decided near the end. So like if you have two characters with an A rank, in between two different playthroughs, the odds of them being together in both playthroughs aren't as high. And I think that's a neat thing. I think it's better than like forcing your action figures together into S ranks. Is it mandatory, or can you get single and fabulous? And we could do a single and fabulous ending. I will say though, if none of you vote on anything, then we're going to date Linhardt. We did it! We're going to date Linhardt or Constance if none of you do anything. I go both ways. Chapter 18 of Blazing Blades. Somewhere I have a custom ROM of Blazing Blade that disables the suspend menu. Intend to use as chat plays farm. That's so cool! You gotta tell me more about that, actually. I wouldn't mind something like that myself. We did it! We killed Donkey Kong! Donkey Kong is fucking dead. Oh. I had a feeling that wasn't the final boss. That, for this game, that felt too anticlimactic. First part of the game, battle-tested equipment, my ways beating up strong old people. Oh, they can handle it. Just think about it like every fight is Mike Ermtrot. What the fuck was that?
Good job. So long, Gay Kong.
So long, Gay Kong. Uh-oh. Yes! Oh yeah, let's do this. Oh, hello. Oh god, oh no. Oh no, not the Nintendo giant hands, boss. Not the iconic Nintendo giant hands. Oh, you can... I can just jump on his nose? Oh, come on. Oh, shit. That... God dang it. This is literally, like, they made the finale of this King Kong, and I kind of love them for that. This game is kind of incredible, and I really, really owe it to JoJo for telling me to play this one, because, yeah, this is a really fucking cool game. You can just tell, so much love went into this one. Okay, please let it be 3 hits. Oh no, I fell! God damn it! No, 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 Mario, Mario! Mario! I can't not say Mario. I don't even think they say Mario in Mario Sunshine. It's just like, you know how I love to say things with a faux, like, East Coast accent. And like, I don't know, it's so much more fun to say Mario. He's Super Mario. Do you think I can actually just like cheese this fight a little bit? No. Okay, Dinkle Dong does not like when I do that. Or I don't have a lot of time to do this strategy if I wanted to. Bitch. Oh, I see. The game kind of expects me to. I was gonna say Mario Sunshine, I swear I remember Flood going, Mario. But I remember it being Mario. And I think that's where I got it from. I just like, whenever Flood goes, Mario. Yeah! Yeah! I have to beat up Grandson and Granddaughter to have a chance at the battle-tested spear. You got this. I don't remember how I did... Oh. Oh, okay. Oh! 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 The ROM hack is that, but the lack of suspend was the only change. Wrote a Python script to go alongside it that reads Twitch chat and does keyboard inputs to chat control and emulator. I just emulator plugin do that in a much less bodge job way. Yeah, but you did it your way, and that's kind of amazing, Pecky. I'll admit, I think you're one of the only people I know that has like a deep understanding of Python like that, and it's really impressive. I just want you to know that. I mean, obviously I'm jealous, because I'm sitting here talking about how I wish I could do it. Not that I can't, I don't know. We'll chalk it up to laziness this time. Like that. Mario was clearly just being too lazy. Oh, I don't know if my lives matter. He will not stay down. I'm going to kill this Kong. This Kong's one fuck of a guy. That's the song, by the way. That's the unheard lyrics of Donkey Kong rap. This Kong has done a lot of methamphetamine. I don't understand Python. Snakes confused me. I just kind of guessing through spaghetti. Yeah, but wasn't the, that other thing you showed me about doing the Where's Waldo-esque BRB, was that not also Python? You know more than I do, and I don't know. I like complimenting people for cool things that they do. So take the compliment, you Dorcas. You wish me luck in getting the 2%. I wish you luck in getting the 2%. Hey, you know, if, the Where's Wally is HTML and JavaScript. Okay, well, you know HTML too, Pecky. That's pretty fucking impressive and cool of you. A compliment. I'll feel good about myself for a few minutes. Hey. You should feel good about yourself all the time, Pecky. You're cool as hell. And you're really entertaining too. I'm sorry if you have been streaming and I've been missing them. I've been hoping to catch up with it. You got a very soothing voice. I like it a lot. Sorry, now I'm being a Dorcas. Yeah, at least you're not coughing and swearing all the time like other streamer girls. You know, for a while I was worried about my kind of foul mouth and my transition and being myself as a woman and all that, but I've seen plenty of women content creators, both trans and not trans, who make me look like an angel, so I stopped worrying about it as much. But I do swear a lot, and I appreciate all of you for being cool with it. Speaking of growing up, my family just swore a lot, which was really funny in retrospect, because, like, they got really mad a lot when I would swear as a kid, and it's like, why the fuck do you think I'm doing it? I remember one time, our dog pooped on the floor, And both of my parents kept using the word shit just over and over. They just kept saying shit instead of poop, you know? And so I used the word shit, and then they slapped me. Good times. Good parenting. God damn it, Donkey Kong. Try to talk about shit. Team could probably take the super final secret boss with much difficulty. Is it? It must just be that hard of a fight, because I was only ever able to get the first phase done. But, like, I was really confident in my first phase of that fight. UCV gender matter to me because content carrying personality must be a Walmart bag for all I care. Well, I don't want to be a Walmart bag, but you did make me think, has anyone ever stared at, like, the shopping cart symbol at, like, Target or Walmart? You ever thought about, like, if you put the shopping cart signal upside down, it kind of looks like a slug with 2 eyeballs? Look it up. Look up the shopping cart, like, symbol right now. I dare you. And tell me upside down it doesn't look like a slug with 2 eyeballs. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Go find a shopping cart right now. Find a shopping cart, flip it upside down. Tell me what you see. Go find a real life shopping cart. And just, like, flip that shit. I don't know. Bro, no way you thought that too. Of course I thought that. Are you kidding me? I hope more people think that. I used to, like, I thought I was the only one. No. Yeah, we used to go to Target. And I'd be looking at it and I'd be like, you know, that's like a little slug. It's like a little snail fella if you flip it upside down. I get inspired by the weirdest fucking things, let me tell you. Buying shopping carts along a distance from the stores, they're like proof that someone had fun. You know, I'm not gonna... Yes. I feel like in America, at least, that is a sign that there is a homeless person nearby, most likely. Not that that's a bad thing. Not that that's a bad thing. But seeing shopping carts away from stores is more just a reminder that we've failed our people in this country. Maybe it's the same in the UK, I don't know. I'm not saying that other countries don't have homeless people, but... Like, yeah, the only reason a shopping cart ever leaves a grocery store here is because somebody needed that to move their stuff. Oh, well, that's okay, Light, you know. Sometimes try again, right? You know, if everything worked out the first time, every time, then the world would be a lot different and probably a lot scarier. So, I take that. Alright, now what? Dongle? I legit... The second phase, I have no idea. Do a little dance on him. Bro, can you die? I actually really want to play World of Horror. Can you, like, die for me? Hey, not to be like Shin Megami Tensei Alice right now, but could you die for me? I hate how little time they give you. Do you see that? Am I expected to be up there when the barrels fall? Maybe that's my mistake. Maybe they want me to sit up there and throw the barrels down. Putting away shopping cart is not necessary. You put it away, then you did it out of your own goodwill. If you don't, then you strip evil should perish. Well, that too. That too. I always make it a point to take the shopping cart back, like, into the little corral. Or, like, depending on where I'm at, maybe I'll take it up to the front, you know? If I feel like there's no carts up front when I'm leaving, I'll take one back just to make sure that there's something. Yeah, so I think the game wants me to do it this way. So, jump, jump, flip, barrel, jump, jump, flip. God damn it. Jump, jump, flip, barrel. Is it because I'm sitting? And of course, the second that he hits me. Look at his little face inch towards me. That's so creepy. I don't like that. Shopping carts are the litmus test for morality, or so I've heard. What even is morality? You know, I feel like you get a bunch of old people in like some kind of purgatory debating that, and we'll never even really know what it is. Shopping cart theory of morality. Well, intrinsically, we should do good things because they're good things, and we should live virtuous lives in which we always strive to do what is right by the moral standard, of course. Obviously. Steal the ape! Steal the ape! This is not... Oh, do I have to get him to inch? Okay, hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, he only does that for a little bit. Never mind. He goes back to the old tactic. I do think the devs intend for me to hit the barrels up there, though. I do think that they want me to hit it from up there. Is he gonna do... Okay. Let's say, is he... What is he doing? Is he gonna switch to a new mechanic? Okay. That's 2. That's 2. Third time's the charm, right? But what makes things good? Chocolate? Ooh. Actually, yeah. Sometimes chocolate... Whoa there, Dongle Dong! Whoa there, buddy! A little aggressive. I did not like that. The elderly woman hit hard! I would hope so. I wouldn't trust elderly woman to not hit hard, I guess. That's like their MO. Please let me pick this up before... Oh, come on, I was so close with that. Did you see that? I almost just, like, completely cheesed this phase. Did you see that, by the way? That was pro. They call me the queen of video games for... Did I do it? Is this it? Did I win? I did it! Everybody's new about the shopping cart morality theory. Is morality real? Well, yeah, I mean, you... I know the shopping cart came after you. Yay! It's Mario World! Is this gonna explain how he left Pauline? There he is. Time for plumber action. Yippee! What if Donkey Kong was the other way and Mario just like went right up his asshole? Like just sucked right into Donkey Kong. Yay! Oh, that's so cute! I was screenshot. Oh, that was not the screenshot button. I had to screenshot that. IRL, I was named after Thomas Jefferson because he was named a long time before I was. Fair enough. I never got a proper explanation for my dead name, actually. The best I got was a TV show character, but it felt more like a I'm not saying your parents have to put a lot of thought into it, but like, it definitely doesn't feel nice knowing that your name was more or less just like a with no real thought behind it. Aww. So that was Donkey Kong 94, by the way. Shit. 8 out of 10? Easy 8 out of 10. Not perfect, very difficult, but I'm not gonna have the difficulty subtract from the score. I'm going to have the fact that the game was longer than I think it needed to be a subtractor. Named after my grandparents. Oh, and IRL for real, I was named... Oh, that's nice. I think my middle name comes from one of my grandparents, but... Kinda hard to ask now. Good game. If you have Nintendo Switch Online, if you don't know what to do with yourself, this is not a game you beat in 2 hours. This is a game you dedicate to. It took me, what, about... Gosh, it took me almost about 8 hours-ish to beat this game. So keep that in mind. I know my grandfather's name on both sides. Aww. My dead name was very Scottish, and I have no Scottish relatives or connections to Scotland, or have been there, outside of airports, putting it down to my mother being quirky. Excuse me. 1980. God dang. Well, that's the arcade one. Me, but with French. Huh. Interesting. I guess maybe not a lot of thought goes into it, but that bums me, right? I already have made my points very clear about bringing life into this world and, you know, the sanctity of it. And if you're going to have a child, you really ought to think about it. And I think giving them a name is important because names hold an insurmountable amount of weight to a person. With that being said, speaking of names, that was Donkey Kong 94. Small 99.5 hours. Nice! If it's a JRPG, I would hope for at least 80 plus. So is this one of those the game is over? Is that what we're doing? Let's make us a spin point here. I think this is one of those the game is over kind of games. Anything? Pauline looking a little thin here. She's definitely is more shapely by Mario Odyssey. Not that I was paying much attention. But yeah, that'll be it for Mario 94. I really wish JoJo were here to see the finale, but I owe every single bit of this playthrough to him for recommending it. And I had a blast, and I loved it. And you should play it if you're interested. It's probably one of the best offerings off of the NSO Game Boy library. I mean, this is probably their strongest library in the NSO, if you ask me. These aren't bad ports. These aren't terrible ports. These aren't terrible ports. Don't play Tetris DX. It doesn't have the theme song. Play the original Tetris down here. It has the original Tetris. It has Wario Land 3, which is actually... Wario Land 3 makes it all worth it for this. Metroid 2, I actually really like. I had that on my 3DS, 6 golden coin. Like, this is the best you're gonna get. There's only maybe, like, one game so far that's shit, and it's Quest for Camelot. The rest of these are pretty solid. Anyways, I did say we'll do a World of Horror run to end out tonight, because I haven't played World of Horror in a while. And I owe all of you that. So, let's play some World of Horror. I could play the Switch version. I'm not playing the Switch version. I like having everything unlocked on stream. So let me just close out of that. Let me go put my Switch stuff away real quick. This should take like 3 seconds.